Hi guys, how are you? Hi Jenny. Hello to everyone who is in here. You're here, yay! Guys, I need to talk to my family on here because I need to how long are you on for? I don't even know. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Danish, did I say your name right? Denisha, I think I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Sheeta, hi honey. Halima, hi honey. Okay, I was hoping to catch you, but I'm at an appointment. No! Okay, I'm gonna post this on my YouTube for those of you who miss it, because I know my family here on TikTok always ask me to repost it, so I'm going to. I'm gonna repost it. I just wanted to talk to you about the new moon tomorrow and just wanted to bring some other things to your attention, which is really important. I need to go and get some socks because my feet is cold. Give me a second, guys. Damian. Hi, honey. Damien. Did I say that right? I'm not doing any readings today. Oh God, I should have changed my title. Sorry, I'm not doing any readings. This is like purely talking. I'm not doing any readings, guys. Sorry. I should have changed my title. I'm just talking today because I wanted to talk about the new moon, and I've had a lot of my clients and my family and on TikTok and Instagram, on YouTube, emailing me, saying to me, you know, Anna, what am I doing wrong with my manifestations? The first thing that you're doing wrong is you got to stop thinking about it. You got to manifest it and let it go, because people seem to be holding on to their manifestations. You can think about it, yes, so you can draw it to you, but don't overly think about it. There has to be a good balance when you think about your manifestations. I'll tell you how I specifically do my manifestations. It works for me. The other thing when it comes to manifestations is you have to just let it go, because when you hold on to it, you're not giving it or surrendering it to the divine source, and they're trying to say, give it to me, let me manifest it. Also, vision boards are really good to do as well, so you can continuously look at the things that you want, because you create with your thoughts, your words and your feelings. So you have to make sure that you're in alignment with your blessings, because if you are not, if you have any doubt, even like 1% doubt that it's not coming your way, it's not coming your way. Have you noticed that 1% of you where you feel so great and you feel so happy, but then there's that part of you, that 1% of you that keeps looking back into the past and thinking about all the things that's gone wrong? You create that, co-create that into your future. You've got to surrender to the divine, guys. That's what my angels and my guides told me. You got to surrender. You got to trust in us. Those of you who are spiritual, and those of you who believe in a divine source, in that source of love and light, whoever it is, whatever religious background you have, if you believe in the higher source of love, I don't care what religion you are, then trust in that source. Trust that everything that you're asking for is yours. Because you know why, guys? It's our birthright to have all of these blessings. Life, I'll be explaining the new moon and the difference between the full moon and the new moon from because I've been doing astrology for a while. It's so much. You see, the way that divine has communicated manifestations with me, new moons and full moons, it's so simple, but we make it so hard. We block our blessings. I say this on all my lives. Don't block your blessings by thoughts, by feelings. If you feel you're undeserving and you tell the divine, I used to do this, guys, by the way. I used to say, Daz, flex your muscles. No, thank you. I ain't flexing my muscles. Are you crazy? I ain't got no muscles. I need to get my ass to the gym. If you're trying to manifest all these beautiful things, you have to vibrate on the same level, and you have to look at your blessings like you have it here and now, because there is no such thing as the past anymore. It's gone. The future is not even here yet. Could you please record this? I will. I'm going to record this Sheeta, and I will post it on my YouTube. I always record my lives because my family on TikTok always want to watch it and show their loved ones. You know, everything that I do is for the greatest good of the masses, because whether you believe in what I believe in, or we all have different backgrounds, the way we were cultured, the way we were raised, I don't care about that. We're all souls walking on this earth together. We're all family. And you know, the people who've had near-death experiences, it seems to be those that realize that we are all connected solely. We're all connected, and we all have an energy, thoughts, feelings, words that go out into the ether, and it goes and it hovers around. So you have to be careful of your thoughts, your feelings, and your words, because these things go out into this matrix. You know, that movie got it so right. We're plugged into the matrix. Yeah. Have you ever asked yourself, because before I got into the whole spiritual thing, I've always had it within me from the moment I was born, because of my 4 open heart surgeries, nearly dying, my near-death experience. But I always wondered, why are we born? Why am I here? And I always used to say to my best friend, if this is what human is, I don't want to be human, because we are so cruel to each other. We're so horrible to each other. We always feel and think in the mundane, and we always jump into the past and think about past memories. You know, Dr. Joe Dispenza, you know, I always go on about this man, but he says, you know, thoughts are the language of the body, and the brain, thoughts, I have to get this right. Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. So all you have to do is reprogram the way you think, and then it will start to emanate out of your body. And you put that out there, pulling good energy to you. If you're putting out negative thoughts, feelings, words, what you put out, you get back in. Karma, law of attraction, what you think, you can manifest. Everything that you see before you, whether you're at work or you're lying in your bed, those things that you see before you, it was all thoughts before it became things. So you can manifest anything you want in your life. Seriously. Human beings, Divine said humans, if you only knew, your brain will explode. The different dimensions, the spirituality, how there are angels, your guides and your loved ones, how there's no such thing as death. There isn't. We come in to the world, into the school earth, because this is what it is. This is a school. The earth school is the lowest vibrational planet. It doesn't have to be, but we made it that way. We kill off our animals. We hurt our planet that we live on. We kill each other. Humans fighting humans. I mean, we are the worst kind of predators, right? We kill everything that we see. I mean, not you and me specifically, but those out there who want power. Those people out there, government people that want to throw fear to you. Throw fear. Put the news on, and what do you see? All these things that lower your vibration, right? Thoughts are living things and can't be taken back. 100%. BMAD_Bugsy. You're 100% so... You see, my family on here, you know. You already know. This is my soul tribe. You are part of my soul group. And we're here to teach everyone else if they want to listen. Don't ever force your beliefs down people's throat. I don't like it when religious people do that. I have all respect for all religions. I have a lot of my clients asking me, what religion are you? I'm none, but I'm all, because I respect all religion, because all religion is supposed to lead to love, peace. Why the hell can't we achieve that then? Ever asked yourself that? Ever asked yourself why we can't achieve peace? Because this religion is better than this one. This one is right, you're wrong. We all have different beliefs. Human beings have changed up everything. Every time something was rewritten, the Bible, the Watchtower, whatever, everything is all rewritten. But we all believe that what we believe in is set in stone. It isn't. The divine source is everywhere, within everyone, within the trees, within Mother Nature, within the animals, within the person next to you, with the enemy that you can't stand. We learn from each other. I'm not doing any tarot, guys. I'm sorry, I should have changed my title. I'm just talking. I just wanted to talk today because tomorrow is a new moon. New moon. It means it's a new cycle. Release the old and manifest all the things that you want, all the new that you think you don't have, but it's already floating around in your matrix. You just believe it's not going to happen for you, and you're anticipating your future based on past events. Dr. Joe Dispenza. Did you hear what I said, guys? You're anticipating your future based on all the sad things that happened in your past. You can't do that. Don't look to your future thinking about the past. It doesn't work. The past is in the past. When I crossed over and I had my near-death experience, Divine said to me, Anna, you can't go into a time machine right here, right now, and go and change your past, can you? You can't. And you know, every time you are in a situation, you have to make a decision. There are so many of us. Have you ever heard of doppelgangers? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, all over the planet. Every decision that you make, there's always another part of you that's gone and made the other choice. If let's say, for example, I would say, I want to go to Lakeside today. But then there's the other half of me that's going, I don't want to go to Lakeside. And then I actually go to Lakeside. There is another part of me, another dimension that hasn't gone to Lakeside. And then every decision that you make, there's so many different dimensions. Your mind is going to be blown. It is what you see in front of you is not just it. You have angels, you have guides, you have loved ones around you, but no one believes in them anymore. No one believes in it anymore. We're just prepared for the worst case scenario, all the things to go wrong. All my life has been downhill. Life doesn't have to be that way. And that's what Divine said to me. Ask for help. I don't know why you don't. What do you have to lose by going, even if you don't believe in it? Listen, if I didn't do what I did, I'd be the most skeptical person ever. And even now, I can't believe some of the things that I receive when I connect to the other side. And it's on point. And I don't do it to hurt anyone. And I don't claim to be God. And I don't claim to be Jesus. But the divine does work through people. You know, any ascended masters, Buddha, Enoch, Jesus Christ, Muhammad. These are all ascended masters. You know, who else? There's so many of them. Google it and you'll see the ascended masters. There's so many. But those people have learned to live in the 3D world with love. They don't judge. They don't criticize. Oh, well, you're of that religious denomination, so you're going to hell. No, we're all divine sparks of God. No matter how bad you think you are, your soul belongs to the divine love source. Divine, the God source, blessed all of us with free will. That's a gift, guys. So choose well when you make your choices. Make sure that when you make choices, you think or you talk, it's for the highest good of not only yourself, but everyone else concerned. Because every bad thought... So you don't believe in God? Of course I believe in God. I just said I did, sweetheart. I believe in God with all my heart. And when you have a near-death experience and you meet the God source, and I had the same experience as my mum who's had a near-death experience, it's not possible that 2 people had the same experience, 2 different bodies, my mum, me, having the same experience. When you have a near-death experience, you kind of change your thought process from when you didn't have one. Or some people don't need to have a near-death experience to connect to the divine source. Some people they just know. I've always known that I had the God source with me, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because I was too busy wanting to have my partner. I was too busy wanting to have this, that, and the other, and in the mundane. But I didn't know that you had to just go with the flow, because with divine, everything flows to you effortlessly. And when I say divine, I'm talking about the God source within all of us. So do I believe in God? Yes. Do I believe in Jesus Christ? Yes. Do I believe in Muhammad and Buddha and all of those ascended masters? Yes. There's all different sorts of language, but all those things are supposed to lead to the divine source. We're all here together. We're all experiencing our own things, but we're still under the same umbrella with each other, walking life, trying to do the best that we can do, but we don't ask for help. And I told you guys, I've always said, don't take my word for it. I didn't believe in angels until I crossed over to the other side, and I didn't want to come back here because I was home. That's how it felt. When I left my body and I saw everyone operating on me in the room, in the hospital, I thought to myself, why do I feel like I'm connected to everyone? I can feel his pain, her pain. I can see everything. It was just a connection that it's not even, I can't even explain it. Some of you on here already know what that is. Some of you take longer to get there. That's okay. But you will get there. You will see that we are all connected to each other, whether you like it or not. When I say a hurtful word to someone, I'm hurting myself. It's so... I would have to do like a 5-day talk in order, not even that, it's longer, to discuss all the things that I've learnt, all the books that I've read, watching from people's experience, life experience, my own experiences, as well as my mum. Things that we see and we deem as child play, or when your child is talking to the imaginary friend, your child is actually talking to a loved one on the other side. People always see that it's a bad thing with all the things that's in the movies. So they're talking to something demonic. Like attracts like. If you are of that vibration, of course you will draw that in. But if you're of love and you're of light and you are positive and you care and you don't hurt anyone along the way, you just do good deeds and you don't fight fire with fire. Somebody's horrible to you, so I'm going to be horrible to them. That's how that's why we're in war with each other. That's why we kill off our own species. We are humans and we kill each other off. You can't do that. And actually, that's why Jesus Christ came in. Because he came in to teach us a new way. He didn't die for our sins. That's my belief, and Dolores Cannon. But he didn't die for our sins. He died because he tried to show another way. And it was love, to not cast everyone aside. We're all souls having a human experience. You are not the body. You're a soul in a body. This is the reason why we're born and then we die. We go home. We come from home, we go home. You are not a body. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. No. The soul is born into the physical body. We come here to the 3D world, the earth plane, to learn the lessons. Some people have really bad lessons, really bad experiences, because in a past life, and I believe in reincarnation, you come with your karma. If you have a horrible dad or a horrible mum or a horrible husband or whatever, they're there to teach you something and you're there to teach them something. We're all here to teach each other something. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. You can stick to your box and read the books, but everything has been changed, removed. The Bible, they say that and the Bible has saved my life so many times, believe me. My mum is, again, I always state this, I don't know if she was a Christian or a Catholic, I don't know, I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but I had the Bible. My dad is a Jehovah's Witness, my brother's a converted Muslim. You put all those people in the room and they're arguing with each other, and I'm like, are you listening to yourselves? You are arguing and you're saying the same things, but you think yours is right and this one is wrong and this one. My mum is now changed. My mother is totally different because of everything that we both experienced. So my mum has totally changed her view. She's more spiritual now. She's always believed in the God source, especially when you see your child in an ice bag and I'm completely blue and I look like I'm dead. She told me she didn't think I was going to survive when I was 3 weeks old, 3 months old, 8 years old. I had 4 open heart surgery and 31 years old. And back in the day, obviously technology this day is a little bit different now when you have open heart surgery, but back in the day they had to freeze my blood, so they literally put me in a body bag filled with ice. I can't begin to imagine what was going through my mum's mind. She told me, you look like you were dead. And she goes, but I always knew that you were going to live. I knew that there was and she said, they told me you're going to die at 10 because your heart is not developed. Could you imagine telling somebody that, okay, enjoy your child till they're 10 because you know they're going to die? Mind over matter. If you believe that you're sick, you are sick. If you believe you'll never have anything more than what you already have, then that's exactly what you'll receive. But always remember to find gratitude in what you do have, because there are people out there who want what you have, who don't even remotely have the things that you have. So you have to be grateful. Gratitude brings in more. Gratitude brings in more for you to have. So always uplift yourself. And I know it's not easy. You wake up and you're surrounded by all this negativity or hostility or violence. Been there. I get it. Been in a violent situation. I've been beaten on the floor. I mean, girls already on the floor. Why are you getting a broom to hit me on my back? I'm a man down. I'm already on the ground. You don't need to get a broom and hit me on my back. It's good. I'm gone. I'm down. It's okay though. It was an experience that I had to experience in my life to make me who I am today. To teach my daughter that you have to love yourself and you don't need to put up with any of that. You send that person who hurt you love and light, and you keep it moving. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right guys? This is for everyone. Oh God, my filter's changed again. Sorry guys, there it is. Okay. So I will repost this on my YouTube, but I just wanted to talk about I always digress. I say I'm going to come on here and talk about something and then I go into something else. Sorry guys. Let me just see what everyone is saying. Again guys, I'm not doing any readings. Hi Safia. I'm not doing any readings. Hi Olivia. I'm not doing any readings. I'm just talking today. If you're waiting on somebody, guys, to love you back, that's a big no-no for me. You got to love yourself. You're the most important thing here. You got to love you first, and then you emanate out love, and then you will attract all the right people to you. Because we believe that we are separate, and we're not separate. Yeah, Sarah, we're not separate at all. We're connected to each other. If you could actually open up your soul eyes, your pineal gland, your 3D eye, your third eye, you'll see the energy frequency within every human, the trees, the animals, and it goes up into the matrix that we all live in. And thoughts, feelings, words go into this matrix. So we're polluting that with negative thoughts, words, feelings. You must be careful of what you think. And you have to be in the present moment. You need to stop looking back in the past and stop worrying about the future, because none of those two are here. They're not here yet. The past is gone, I mean, and the future is yet to come. And the present is called a present for a reason. It's a gift. The present moment is a gift. That's why you have to be in this moment. You have to be present here and now. It is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Be in this moment. Stop looking back and worrying about the past. Can't do nothing about it. Stop worrying about the future. Can't do nothing about it. So this is the moment where you manifest. And when you do manifest, thank the divine now, because saying thank you is like, I've already received it. So when you say thank you to the divine for any manifestations or any wishes that you send out, say thank you. Believe that you have it here and now, and it will draw to you quicker. I'm so pleased I found your page. Jem, thanks honey. Most people think I'm mad for believing exactly this. You ain't mad. And, you know, those people who's got a little bit of madness attached to them, they see and feel things more than the person that is sleeping. I was sleepwalking through my life for years. I was on, it was like, what is the word? Repeat. I was on a repeat. It was like, I woke up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, go to work, come home, cook food for the kids, go back to bed. I was in a program. That's what I was meant to say. I was plugged into the matrix. I didn't wake up. The routine is the same shit all day, every day. I wake up, I brush my teeth, take the kids to school, come back home, go cook the food, go to work, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. It was like I woke up. And this is why our lives never change. When you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth with the other hand. Do something different. Because every time you do something different, if you wake up every morning and you have a tea, have a coffee, change the matrix a little bit. And anytime you change something different, you'll start to awaken your soul that's been plugged into this matrix. Because we're stuck in a program. We're stuck in this program where we feel that we have to wake up at, we have to do the 9-to-5 job. We have to take the kids to school. I have to make sure I get this money to pay the bills and the debts and this and that. There's no living here. And you're not supposed to live to work. You're supposed to work to live. You need to find some time to enjoy your life, because you don't want to reach 80, 90 and go, oh, I should have done more. I should have just taken that trip. I should have just done this. I should have done that. Life is so short, guys. I always say this. 1 minute I was 17, next minute I'm 40. Where the hell has my life gone? And all the things that happened in my life, it was when I was in that moment, when I was sleeping on the street, when I didn't have any money, when I was in the abusive relationship, I felt like I was there. This is my life. This is it. I'm stuck here. Oh, shit. That was not the case, because I'm now here. Free, happy, blessed, alive. Talking to you guys. I'm here. I'm good. Nothing stays stagnant. You have the free will to choose. Free will is a gift. It's a present. Free will to stay in the situation that you know is not good for you, or free will to say, you know what, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I don't want to leave a partner because I thought if I left, he's going to find me, he's going to kill me. I had enough. I had enough. I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I trust in the divine source. So I left that situation. I left that violent situation. I was stuck in a loop of crap. And once I put myself first and I said, you know what? It's my life. When I die, I don't take that person who hurt me. I don't take my mum and my dad and my aunties and my uncle, my children, my husband and my brothers. I take no one with me. I go alone. I come here on my own. I go out on my own. I take my actions, my words and my deeds. That's what you take with you, guys. So live well. Live happy. I see Heavenly though going in the background. I'm so glad. I'm a Capricorn. So am I. I'm enjoying this chat while I do my cleaning. I'm so glad. Shinshadi. I hope I'm saying your name right. Emmanuel. Hey, honey. I feel exactly the same. I respect religious people. I respect the religion people have. So do I. Clara. I hope I'm saying your name right. I do. I respect all religions. I don't like when a religious person, my dad, my brother, force down their beliefs down my throat and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. Because it's right for me. No religion is wrong. It's right for you. And if your religious beliefs set you on a path of being kind and loving and being giving and not hurting anybody, then hell, you follow that route. But what's right for you is right for you. And I will never tell you otherwise, because who am I to tell you that what your beliefs in is wrong? Who the hell am I to tell you that what you believe in is wrong? I am nobody to tell you that what you believe in is wrong when it is right for you and it makes you feel good and you're at peace and you're connected to the divine source. So I expect the same respect back. That's all. I love your words. God is love. Religion is control. Susan, I'm sorry. Religion is supposed to connect us all together. It's all different ways, but we're supposed to teach each other. Oh, well, is that what you believe in? This is what I believe in. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? It sounds the same. Okay, we could work together. No, well, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. What you believe in is wrong. What I believe in is right. An eye for an eye. No. It's not an eye for an eye, man. What the hell? The eye for an eye thing is what caused wars, which is causing our children to stab each other out there. Yeah? My daughter lost one of her good friends. He was 14 years old. 14. And just because he was seen with one gang, the other gang thought he was a part of it. And he was just passing by, saying hello to a friend that he's known. And he got stabbed for it. He got killed for it. This is not right, guys. This is not right. We have to teach our children that we're all connected, so they don't take out knives and get involved with gangs. We have to teach the new generation it's about love, because we are the same species and we're hurting each other, and we're not supposed to be doing that. Can't be doing that. We need to teach our young ones it's about love. It's not eye for an eye. Because the eye for an eye thing has been going on for centuries. And where the hell has it gotten us? It's gotten us nowhere. Where everyone's killing each other off. It's disgusting. Yes, quoting Joe Dispenza. I love your page. You're amazing. Thank you, user. Lesser. I love you too, Diana. I know, Winston, I know Jesus loves me. Every time I meditate, he's with me, always. I know Jesus loves me. I love him so much. Everyone has their own special relationship with the divine connection. Whatever religious beliefs you have a special connection. And that's your connection to that divine source. No one has to know about it. If you feel like it will help somebody and somebody asks, then go ahead. I never force anyone to listen to me. I come on live, and if you want to listen, great. If something I say doesn't match up to something then you don't, it's fine, it's okay. You know, I'll never say, well, you need to stay because I'm right and I'm sorry, but what you believe in is wrong. Again, I'm no one to tell you that. I have no right to tell you that, because what you believe in is what you believe in. As long as you don't hurt anyone and you love everyone that walks in your path, even those who are mean and horrible, you send those people love and light, because they need it the most. Hurt people. Jesus said that he is the way, the truth, and the life. He's the only way to heaven. I love that. I do. Gospel music, I do love that. But when I had my near-death experience, and my mum did, Jesus told me to explore. Go out there. We are all connected to each other. When you go and you cross over to the other side, when I left my body and I was going up to the divine source, and I could feel the presence of God, and it was just pure love, the only thing I could think about was, oh my God, this feeling of love, and this love source is going to see all the shit that I did. Oh my God, he's going to judge me. There was no judgment on the other side. It was just pure love. And I had a life review. I saw all the things that I did right and all the things that I did wrong. And I didn't care about the things that I did wrong. I was the judge of myself. I felt sick to my stomach. I felt like I didn't deserve forgiveness for the things that I did in my past. And we've all done silly things in the past, right? And I felt to myself like I shouldn't, or said or thought negative things. And I was shown all of that, all the negative thoughts, feelings, words that came, all my actions. These are all the things. And the only judge, when I saw my life review for the negative things that I had done, it was me. That was my purgatory, because I saw through the eyes of the people that I hurt. I felt their pain, and I thought to myself, well, I'm such an asshole. Why I'm so, if I could go back and change it, I would. That was my lessons. And then I saw all the good things that I had done, giving my last pound, opening the door for an old person, for the older generation. I saw all the good things I had done, and that is what mattered to the divine source. When I did all the things that were wrong, they said, look, you could have done better. You knew what was right and what was wrong, and you chose the other side, the other path. But we don't judge you for that, because you're me, you're part of me. The divine source said you belong to me, you're love. You're created out of love. You're created out of that divine source. So you were there. I blessed you with free will. I wanted to see what you would do with it. And your choices, you're the one who has to judge yourself. So I judged myself, and it was horrible. I was like, can you judge me? Just tell me that what I did was wrong. I'm ready to take my punishment. And they were like, no. Divine was like, no, don't do that. I love you. I love you for all good and bad parts. I love you for you. Just watch what you've done, and you take note of the things that you've done and do better. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do better because I'm staying here with you. I ain't going back home. And a lot of my clients always say, but you have a daughter and you had a mum. Didn't you want to come back to them? And I was like, no, because I knew that when we cross over, we always go to the other side. People ask me about souls stuck in the 3D plane. Yes, that happens. People are afraid. The souls who have crossed over that are still stuck here on this plane are afraid to cross over because they're afraid to face purgatory. But even as a soul, you have free will. You can go. That's why some people say, go into the light. Let's help the souls that are stuck here. Go into the light on the other side. Your loved ones are waiting for you. It's okay. Don't, you know, we help to cross souls on the other side. It's so mind-blowing. It's bigger than what you think it is, guys. It's not. We are cultured into believing certain things. Our parents teach us certain things. And if it feels right and it feels good to you, then by all means stay there. If you're not hurting anyone else along the way and you're loving and you're kind with your words, your actions, your deeds, go ahead. But if you have a belief where you were cultured by your parents, or you're in a religious denomination, and your heart or your head, one or the other, is going, okay, this is my religion, this is what I believe in, but your heart says something else, then there is a tug of war going on here. And if there is a tug of war within you by what you are cultured and raised to believe, and you're thinking, it does feel right, but there's something missing, go and do your research. Because after a certain age, when you're young, you've got to respect your parents' wishes and their beliefs. You've got to follow what they do. But when you get to a certain age and you're an adult and you're still in a tug of war with your heart and your soul, with your religious or your culture, you need to go and explore. Go and get the information for yourself. That's what I did. Because something didn't feel right about this and something didn't feel right about that. Although I could feel certain aspects to that religion, like my Jehovah's Witness, my brother being a Muslim, and then my mum back in the day telling me about Catholic Christian beliefs. Things felt good, but then there were other aspects of it that didn't feel right. So when I reached a certain age, I said to myself, you know what? I need to go and do my own investigation. I need to follow what I need to for my soul, not for my mum's, not for my dad, not for my brother, not for anyone else. I needed to find out what was right for me. And I found it. Spirituality. Spirituality doesn't pick a religion and go, yep, that's the one. Everyone else is wrong. I don't do that. How do you tell the difference between the inner voice of my higher self and fear? You know. I'll tell you how you tell. You're messing with demons. Kirsty number 7. I don't mess with demons, sweetheart. You're obviously on that low vibrational frequency to even talk about that. I don't talk about that. And what I do is I tell people to listen to their soul and to listen to their heart. I don't tell people to listen to me. In fact, all of my YouTube channels is you don't need me. You need to listen to your soul, because your soul is connected to the divine source. But Kirsty T7, I send you love and light, sweetheart. I send you love and light. If you don't believe in the things that I believe in, it's okay. But you don't need to come here and put your negative energy onto my family and my people here, my soul group. No need. So, sorry, 118 angels. How do you tell the difference between the inner voice of the higher self and fear? Fear is low vibrational. Everything, you're scared of everything. The higher self, the soul part of you, when you meditate, it comes in effortlessly. It feels amazing. It feels good. It's not too high. It's not too low. It's just really balanced. And when the divine connects to you, you hear it in your own voice. Sometimes clairaudits out there, the ones who can hear, like my daughter, it will come in a different voice. But you'll know. If something feels low vibrational, you'll know. Send it away with love and light. I never have those. I've never had any experiences like that. When I do my spiritual work and I come from that loving source, like attracts like. If you are vibrating at a low frequency, you will attract those energies to you. Low vibrational energy, low vibrational situation, low vibrational people. That's what you will continue to attract to you. And it took me a long time to understand that. I'm focusing on, I'm so unhappy, I'm so miserable, I'm so low. I will attract those energies, those souls, those people, those situations to me. And I realized all I had to do was raise my vibration. When you are of light and love, negative energy looks at you as a bright light, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm going to go somebody that matches my frequency because that person is way too happy or way too bright or way too loving. I can't stand it. Let me go and attach myself to somebody who's more depressed, anxious, scared of everything, that doesn't believe that good things can. Let me go and attach myself to them." That's how. How do you tell the difference between the inner voice? The inner voice of your soul is love. You just feel it. You know. You're all psychics. Everyone is born with the gut feeling, the intuition. Everyone is born with it. I don't give a crap who you are. We're all born with intuitive abilities. The psychic abilities, thinking, deja vu, thinking of somebody and then it happens, thinking of a scenario and then it happens, thinking of that person and you want to call them but they call you first. Telepathy. You need to watch this thing on Prime, Being Superhuman. It's called Being Superhuman, and she's also on YouTube. She's done experiments. She's like a scientist. She covers these children's eyes and they're reading book from cover to cover, completely covered their eyes, and they're using their third eye to see. I was watching an interview with Dr. Joe Dispenza, Inspire Nation. I can't remember who his name, who runs it, but he was having an interview with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and Dr. Joe Dispenza was saying, when you use your soul, this woman, she goes, he said there was about 2,000 people there. This woman was so tapped into her soul space, her intuition, totally got out of the ego mind. She was sitting at the back hall. I told everyone to close their eyes and I was waving, and she wasn't using her 3D eyes. Her eyes were closed. Everyone in the studios, everyone in the audience, their eyes was closed. And I waved, I put my hand up and I was waving, and she could see me through her pineal gland, her third eye. She's the only one in the audience who waved to me. She put her soul forward. She didn't use the physical body. We are souls having a human experience. Everything that we need, all the love and the answers are inside of us. We just need to learn how to get out of the ego mind. Stop judging everyone. Stop judging people. Stop judging yourself. Learn to get out of the ego and listen to the heart space. The more you meditate, guys, the more you'll see. The more answers become clear. And what's wrong with meditating? I'm sorry, is that an evil thing to do? To sit in silence, just tuning into your soul space? No, and that's what I tell everyone to do. Meditation is key. And I know meditation is so hard. I can hear a lot of you going, yeah, but I don't know how to sit and meditate. Start off by sitting in your garden and just watching the birds and the bees. Go for a walk in the park. Be by a body of water, a lake, a river, and just listen to the sound of the ocean. Have a long bath. When I have long baths, that's usually when I'm at my most relaxed state and when I receive beautiful messages. Get out of the ego mind and stop trying to control the meditation. People are like, I'm trying. Your problem is that you're trying. Divine tells you don't need to try. Whatever comes through, let it come through and let it pass. Just meditate, stand still. Just listen to your soul. You don't need me. Listen to your soul. Your soul is the one that has all the answers, everything that you need. Your soul is the one that will heal any ailments in the physical body. God created the physical body to heal itself from all illnesses. All the medicines that we need on this planet for all illnesses are within the plants and the trees. But government, scientists, and science and spirituality have to coexist. By the way, it's been proven by so many people. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Eben Alexander, Dr. Brian Wise, science. These are all men of science, and they've managed to link spirituality with science. They have to coexist with each other. They exist with each other. I also feel it. I want to share love. Kerry Lynn. Hey, honey. Let me just see, guys. Sorry. I'm not doing any readings today, guys. I am just talking. I am weird because I forgave men who sexually abused me. Forgive. There's no point in holding on to that energy, and you're not forgiving to release them. You're forgiving to release you. Anyone who's done anything bad to you, send them away with love and light, because you're releasing that energy from you when you forgive them. If you're angry at them and you think about it continuously, you're still living in that past when it's not even here now in this moment. It is gone. Hey, Kim, it's not here. Self-forgiveness can be hard. It can. Sarah Owens, it is so hard. I tortured myself for years for putting myself and staying in a violent relationship. I was like, you are a victim. You always played the victim. You stayed there and you felt sorry for yourself. Oh, I'm done with that. I don't like playing the victim, and I don't like it when people play the victim. I've been through so much in my life. You don't know what I've been through. I feel so sorry for. Get over it. I know it's easier said than done, and trust me, I was that person. I've been through so much. I'm so stupid. Get over it, Anna. It happened. It was an experience. It was a lesson. Move forward. Hi, Geraldine. Move forward. It's time to move forward. You don't need to stay in the memory of the past, because then what you're doing is you're, what did I say earlier? Anticipating the future based on your past. You can't do that. You're not the body. You're the soul. The body is the vessel that moves the soul through this life experience. Shall I repeat that again? Morning, Anna. The body is the vessel that holds the soul to have this earthly experience. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind, because these are our homes. The body, the mind, and the earth. We have to love and take care. Be present. Just reading my notes because I don't want to forget anything. If you are not in your present, if you're not in the present, you're programmed, your mind is programmed in the past, co-creating everything that happened yesterday in your future to come. And then you say to yourself, I knew that was going to happen. I thought that was going to happen, and it did. Watch out for what you think, what you feel, and what you say, guys, because you can manifest it. Good and bad. That is how powerful you are. You don't see it, but you are. Again, if you're not thinking in the present moment, because the present is a gift, you are programmed. You're thinking about yesterday. You're thinking about the past. And people have a tendency when they do their wish list and their manifestation list to think about everything that happened yesterday, within the love, within money, being alone, being with somebody. You think about memories of the past, creating that emotion. The emotion then comes out of the physical body, going out into the ether, then for attracting it right back to you. It is imperative that you change the mindset. Again, thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. If you think, feel, and say something and focus on that negative thing, that is what you will create. Reprogram your brain to be the map of the future instead of a record of the past. Reprogram your brain to be a map of the future instead of the record of the past. This is Dr. Joe Dispenza. Guys, you got to go and buy his book. You got to go and watch him on YouTube. This man is, I love him. And he's very spiritual, but he knows that He tries not to talk about the spiritual aspects to it, because once somebody says, oh, it's a spiritual thing, forget it. So he tries to use the science to bring people in, because he's done countless thousands of experiments when it comes to meditation, coming out of the ego mind, surrendering, people who are ill, people who couldn't walk all of a sudden started walking, people who couldn't walk for years all of a sudden went to his program. Dr. Joe Dispenza went to his program, went to his when he did his speaking, and then there would be like 3,000 people, 2,000 people in the room, and that energy is so palpable that if you surrender to the divine and don't be afraid of what you sense, what you feel, and what you hear, and you just surrender to it, you will heal self. You can do that on your own, but ego creeps in. He has managed, and it's been scientifically proven, Dr. Joe Dispenza, that the body has the ability to self-heal by the mind over matter. I should have died when I was 10, and I was thinking, yeah, no, I've got things to do. And this is me at 10. So if a 10-year-old can think this way, you can think this way. Reprogram the brain to be a map of the future instead of a record of the past. That's such a good line. That's what he says. If you're always in flight or fight mode, you're preparing for the worst case scenario. And people tend to be in that energy frequency, fight and flight. Fight and flight mode is very good to be in when you're being chased by a dinosaur or you're being chased by a tiger or, a predator. Good. Fight and flight mode, that protects you. But the problem is, people stay in that energy frequency for a long, long time, where they're preparing to get attacked, where they're preparing for the bad news, where they're preparing for something to go wrong. Fight and flight mode, because you feel that when you're in fight and flight mode, and my body's ready, I'm ready for the next attack, ready for somebody to treat me like crap, I'm ready for the wrong thing to come, I'm ready. Do you know how much fuel and energy you use when you're in that energy frequency, flight and fight mode? You should not be in that. Fight and flight mode was only supposed to be there to help you to run from predators, to protect you from that low vibrational situation. Then you need to get out of there, because that takes up a lot of energy, making you feel tired, making you feel anxious, making you feel depressed. I'm getting ready for the next worst thing to come my way, being really, really pessimistic and not optimistic. So you need to find balance, because if you're in that survival mode, you're using way too much energy of the chakras, from all the 7 chakras, everything in your body. It's not, when something comes towards you that's low vibrational, do what you have to do, but the question is, how long are you in that energy for? When the situation that's low vibrational is done, how long will you react for? You tend to react for such a long time, even though that situation is no longer here, because it's a memory of the past, and then you bring it forth into your mind and you think about all the sadness and all the heartache, and then that creates that irritation, that anger, the worry, feeling scared, not being optimistic, because memories of the past start to seep through, which means you haven't released it. You need to bring it up and let it out, let it go. Don't condition the body to be in the past. Conditioning the body to be in the past is thinking about the past. When you are thinking about, let's say for me, let's just take me for example and stick to the facts when it comes to me. If I continue to feel that I'm going to have a new connection, but I have to be prepared for this man to put his hand on me to beat the shit out of me, my body is in that memory, that emotion of a past situation. I'm conditioning my body to be in fight and flight mode for my next relationship, because I have to be wary that the man that I'm manifesting into my life might potentially cheat on me or put his hands on me. You can't do that. You can't manifest from a place of pain. How long are you going to react to something that happened yesterday? How long do you want to stay there and feel the feelings that you felt of yesterday or 20 years ago? Because what happened to me was 20 years ago. Do I still want to be in that frequency? Not really. I already dealt with that shit. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with the violence. I'm done with not having any money. I'm done with not being on the street. I'm done with all of that. I'm good. I brought it up and I brought it out and I released it. And I forgive everyone who hurt me because I don't need to stay in that energy frequency. It's tiring, isn't it? I'm sure you can agree with me, guys. It's so tiring. If you can't perceive a change in your environment because of your emotions of the past, you're stuck in the matrix. You need to step away from the old self. You need to program everything. Trade the fear for another emotion. Trade the fear for something good, something positive. Netflix, The Secret, go watch it. Really good. I have to watch that once a month for a friendly reminder. Vibrations. We're all vibrational energy. We're souls having the human experience. This is why there's such thing as birth and death. If you go on my YouTube, don't need to follow me to watch the videos. Click on any of my videos on my YouTube channel. There is an arrow on the right hand screen, a small arrow on the right hand screen facing downwards. Click on that arrow and it will open up my description. And it says must watch, must watch, must watch. Near-death story experiences. Dr. Joe Dispenza. All these scientists, all these people telling their stories. And there are millions of people who's had near-death experiences saying saw the same thing as my mum and me. These are people from all over the world. It is not possible that we're all having the same experience, but it is possible, and it did happen. You have to remember, guys, you have the power. You're more powerful than you think you are. You are not stuck. You can move. If you're in a situation that doesn't serve you and you don't take a step forward and love yourself, you are doing a disservice to the soul that's taking this journey, to your soul that's taking this journey. Every one of us has a talent. And we all need to shine it. We need to shine it through. We need to show. Because you don't know, through your music, your painting, your speaking, you being a healer, a nurse, a doctor, whatever it is that you do, that you are good at, you don't know the healing that you bring energetically and physically, emotionally, spiritually. You have no idea the impact that you are going to have, even on one person. It causes that ripple effect. There was a documentary, and I hope I posted it up on my YouTube, where this woman was standing in line and she was waiting to pay for her goods. It came up to a certain amount of money and she had to get rid of some stuff because she didn't have enough money to pay for the goods to feed her children. This beautiful soul behind her said, listen, I'm paying for that. Take it. I'm going to pay for it for you. Take it. And she cried. And that act of kindness from that woman behind her who helped her pay for her goods, that woman had a near-death experience, the woman behind her. And when she had her life review, she said, do you know the impact that you had on that woman? She's like, what woman? Do you remember when you were in the store and this woman in front of you couldn't pay for her goods? And she was like, I don't remember. And the divine showed her the scene. Look what you did. Her act of kindness to pay for the meal made that woman think about her so much that she started doing food banks. She started giving out food. She was a volunteer for the homeless. She started cooking food, donating. That one act of kindness made that woman, it was a ripple effect. When you wake up in the morning, guys, and you are pissed off because somebody wound you up or you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, it's exhausting. Billy? Yeah, it's exhausting. If you wake up one day and you're so happy, let's not do the pissed off thing. You wake up one day and you go, today is going to be a great day. And then you go up the road to go and buy some whatever, snacks or your breakfast. And then the shopkeeper is like, this is this and this is that. And he's really horrible and cruel. He puts his energy onto you. And now you're getting angry and you're getting pissed off. And then you come home and you tell your story and you put that energy out into your family. And now it's a ripple effect. When you do or say something horrible to someone, you've now transferred your energy, negativity onto that person. That person's going to go and take it out on their family or their friends or somebody else on the street. Ripple effect. So watch out for what you think, what you say, what you feel. It's a ripple effect. You throw a stone in the water, it's a ripple. That's what we are. Every act of kindness that we do is a ripple effect. Every negative thing that we say, what we do, what we feel is a ripple effect out into the ether, out into the world. Do everything in love and light, everything. And I know it's hard, guys, but you know what? You're going to be doing a great service to your soul. Good service to your soul. Do everything from a place of love. It's hard, but you can do it because we're all loving souls. We're all loving beings. We all are. What's the name of the book you're reading? Okay. Who is this for? Here we go. Let me just see. Shanette. I'm somebody that I love to read because I like to gain knowledge, and I like to share what I've learned, because there's a lot of people, a lot of my followers are like, and I'm not really good at reading, so I love that you read the books, and I love that you're sharing what you know. So that's why I'll do all the reading, guys, and I'll share it with you, but you don't have to take my word for it. You're more than welcome to. So this is not it, guys. This is not it. There's so many that I've read. I can show you what I read. I have no issues with it. And if you can't find it, I'm going to post this up on YouTube and you can go and check it. Dr. Brian Weiss, again, another man who wasn't sure about spirituality until he became sure. I recommend any books by Dr. Brian Weiss. I think this man is so amazing. He does past life regression. Past life regression heals. So anyone who's got any phobias and they don't know where it came from, past life regression is a great thing to do. Dr. Brian Weiss, Through Time into Healing, how past life regression therapy can heal mind, body and soul. And it is so true. It's insane. So Dr. Brian Weiss, I always recommend these books with all my heart and soul. This is the first book I got. This is Dr. Brian Weiss. He's also on YouTube, so you can go and check him out on there. Many Lives, Many Masters. A true story of a prominent psychiatrist, his young patient, and past life therapy that changed both of their lives. Sold 1.5 million copies. There's got to be something in it if it's selling that much. Eben Alexander, a man of science, didn't believe in God really, didn't really believe in spirituality. Boom. He has a near-death experience. They were about to turn off his life support machine a week later, only to come out of his near-death experience. And the first thing he said was, I saw God. What he had should have killed him. And this is a man of science. Proof of Heaven. I recommend this book with all my heart and soul. Another bestseller. Great, great book. And he's a doctor. Dr. Eben Alexander, Proof of Heaven. If you want to know what these books are, guys, and I'm going too fast for you, please go and check on my YouTube. I'll repost this again. Angels. I'm a firm believer in angels with all my heart. Lessons from the 12 Archangels. You can open up a page every day, and then it will advise. You'll get advice. It's about forgiveness. Number 11. Funny that I opened it to number 11. Trust. So this is a really good book. This is by Belinda J. Womack. She basically talks to the 12 archangels, and it's a beautiful book. Don't take my word for it. Go and check it out. Glad you're on live this morning. Leisha. Hi, honey. Leisha 1111. I needed some motivation this morning. I'm glad I can help. My all-time favorite, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love him. Becoming Supernatural. You know, this book was so unbelievably amazing that it's so much, but I highlighted what I thought was important, and it turns out that I highlighted the whole book. So I think what grabbed me about this book was it's not about medicine. Medicine can do modern medicine, do your thing, but try everything. Meditation, do it the holistic way as well. Meditation. The first story about this book. Oh, what cards fell out? Just bookmarks. These are from my tarot cards that I bought, and I just use it as a bookmark. Dr. Joe Dispenza, the first story in it, and I've said this so many times, was about a woman called Anna. And Anna was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And they basically gave her a couple of months to live. She started doing meditation 3 hours a day. And basically, when she went back to the hospital, they couldn't find a trace of cancer on her. And this was all through meditation, 3 hours a day. She surrendered to the divine source and they couldn't find a trace of cancer. Could you imagine being given 3 months to live or something like that, and then only to find out that they couldn't find a trace? Not one trace of cancer in her body. She healed herself through believing in the divine source. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches you to become the supernatural. Another book that I'm reading, Zero Limits. This is about a shaman, Hulin. Joe Vitelli tells a story about zero limits, and that's what Divine said to me when I had crossed over. There is no such thing as sky's the limit. Sky's the limit means that the sky is where it ends, but Divine says to me, it's limitless. Joe Vitelli, he is now a self-made multimillionaire. He was homeless and sleeping in his car. He didn't have anything. What he did is he changed his mindset. His practice was Hawaiian teaching of Ho'oponopono. I'm probably saying it so wrong. Another brilliant book. Zero Limits. I highly recommend it. I definitely recommend this book. It's so good. And what I picked up from this book was a mantra. I love you. And you're not saying this to someone, you can if you want, but you're saying it to the divine. And in this book, it's a mantra that he always says. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And he walks all day saying these words, and he's saying it to the divine source. I love you. I trust in you. That's what he's saying to the divine source. I love you. I'm sorry for all the things that I've done. I'm sorry for not believing. I'm sorry for not trusting. I'm sorry for being so hard on myself. Please forgive me. Next line. Forgive me for not trusting, not believing again. And thank you. Thank you to solidify the blessing that's coming your way. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for the blessings that I have received, that I'm going to receive, that, don't even say going, I have received. So these are mantras that he says. Oh, sorry. Dr. Brian Weiss. Only love is real. The story of soulmates reunited. Ladies, good book. Soulmates that follow each other through lives, have been different characters in past lives, but they're soulmates, twin flames, only to find each other when they both do therapy in Dr. Brian Weiss's office. And then they finally get married and end up together after centuries of reincarnation. They followed each other through lives. They lived in different countries, and when they were put under doing life, the past life regression, Dr. Joe Dispenza was like, this is really odd, because this man's story and this woman's story sounds the same. They are somehow solely linked, only to find out that they were, and that they were supposed to be together, marry and have a happy life, which they did in the end. It's such a good book. And this is a true story. So please get it. Dr. Brian Weiss, go on Amazon and just put Dr. Brian Weiss books, and all of these books will come up. I'm telling you, man, it's so good. And these are true stories. Angels in the OR. Trisha Baker. She had a car accident. She didn't really believe in the divine source. She not really a religious person until she became religious, because she had a near-death experience where her whole was it from her neck to her back, I can't remember what that bone is called, that bone there, crystallized, like smashed, and they told her she'll never walk, and then fragments, her bones was turned into like smashed little pieces. They told her that, and she was a runner as well. She was running the marathon. They told her she'll never walk again. Well, she did. When she had her near-death experience, and she floated up out of her body, and she saw, she was connected to everyone. She says, she was like, I saw these angel beings. That's the only way I can describe them. And they said to me, watch this. And they put their white light magic of love into the doctors that were operating on her body. And she's as a soul watching this. And she said, and she's on YouTube as well, so go check her out. She'll tell you her story live. And in the book, she said, I could see the angels using their white light through the doctors to get my physical body better. So these are stories from all these different people all over the world. And then the best of Abraham Hicks, Law of Attraction. Guys, tomorrow's a full moon. I know I'm digressing again, going to different subjects, but the best of Abraham Hicks. This is how you change your frequency, your mind frequency, to attract the things that you want. Mind over matter. Believe it, you'll get it. Believe it, you'll get it. But you've got to release memories of the past, any anxiety, any stress, any worry. If you're 1% worried that something won't come to pass or something won't manifest, that 1% is very, very powerful, guys. Very powerful. So get these books. I recommend these books. My dad has a whole shelf of books. A lot of them are philosophical. Listen, knowledge is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Get as much knowledge as you can. Spiritual knowledge, the worldly knowledge. I don't care what it is. Get as much knowledge. Go and branch out into different arenas. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. You only have knowledge to gain. And if it feels good to your soul, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Nicole Knox, Becoming Supernatural. Becoming Supernatural, Dr. Joe Dispenza. The other one on Netflix is The Secret. The Secret. Yep, just purchased the book. Yes, Yvonne, yes. Can I screenshot? Letitia, I'm going to put this on you can screenshot it if you want. I don't care. Anything that helps you, go ahead and do it. But I'm going to post this video again on YouTube because today's a very important day. Tomorrow's even more important. I will get into the new moon in a second, but for some reason I have to talk about this. This is what my guru also repeatedly says. Love him then. I love him. I have to go. Oh no, Bimard and Bugsy, I love you. Have a good day. Dr. Eben Alexander, Proof of Heaven. Such a good book, Billy. Oh my God, such a good book. Do you know, anytime I read these books, I'm always in tears. I want to write it down. Ruby, I promise I'm going to post this up again so you can see it. I believe in love and soulmates. Simone, 100%. Joe Vitelli, yes, Zero Limits, another great book. This is what I'm saying, guys. I don't want you to just listen to me. Go and do your research. Connect to the soul. Connect to your soul space. The soul is so... You have no idea. And it's so sad. Like, you can connect to the soul, your soul space. You can connect to that divine if you learn how to tone down the monkey mind. You have no idea how powerful you are, and don't let anyone ever tell you that you ain't, because you are more powerful than you think you are. If you could see your soul, it doesn't actually fit into this body. That's why sometimes we feel like we just want to rip this apart, because it's too... I'm feeling claustrophobic, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed out, I'm feeling depressed, because our soul is so big, it's so beautiful. But this is only the vessel that walks us through life, right? So we have to take care of ourselves. What ritual can we do to prepare for the full moon and on the evening of the full moon? So, Leisha, 1111. I simply say a prayer of protection. I ask my angels, my guides, and my loved ones. As you know, when I do tarot, I call them all the time. Because when you are doing manifestations, you have to make sure that you're protected. Because you're opening your soul up to the divine blessing, right? So when you do it, I light some candles. I write my manifestation on a piece of paper. And I write it in present tense. So this is the new moon. New moon is new things, releasing the old and bringing in the new. You can write a letter of, if you want, release. I release this situation, this mindset, any negativity from my heart, my mind, my body, my soul, in my life, past, present, and future. I release this person and I send them away with love and light. I release this situation and I send it away with love and light. I only want blessings and things that are of high vibration and of love and light, or something better. Burn it. Then do another manifestation list. Thank you for my $20 million in my account. Thank you for my 2-bedroom home by the beach. Thank you for that loving soulmate. Thank you for the child that I have. The blessing of my child, for being pregnant. Thank you for my health. Thank you for the protection of Mother Earth. Thank you for world peace. I send out love and light, please. I request, this is what I want, and this is what I receive. Don't ever say anything that makes it like you don't have it yet. So scrap that. Say, thank you for these blessings that I have. This or something better. And then you burn it. And I like to burn it when the divine feminine is out. The divine feminine is the moon. 8 p.m. is the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol represents infinite possibilities. So I like to burn my manifestation list at 8 p.m. on the new moon and on the full moon. I write down all the things that I want. The new moon is telling the divine that you want this, please. This is what I want for my highest good and for everyone concerned, this or something better. I don't care how you write it. Write it in present tense. Say thank you for having it already and be in the energy. So if you're thinking about a 2-bedroom house by the beach, feel what it would smell like. What would it look like? Where will the couch be? What color is the ocean? How close is the beach from your house? Feel it. Feel the furniture. See it like you're already in there already. The money. Visualize that money in your account and thinking, should I go shopping today? How much should I spend? See it. Feel it like you have it right now in this moment, because you put out that energy. The energy frequency goes out, and when you're in vibration to what you want and you raise your vibration, you will attract it like a magnet. Don't need to know when, where, how. Whatever we concoct in our mind of how we think our blessings is going to come to us, it's good, but divine has got a better way of sending it to you. It is our birthright to be blessed, to have our blessings. Life is a gift. Be happy. Don't stay in the mundane. Put it to the test. Don't take my word for it. My guardian angel is called Astro. He connected with me because I asked him to. And he walks with me from the moment I was born till the moment I leave this physical body. He will be with me throughout my life. My guardian angel is with me always. The most powerful archangels. Archangels are the angels that can come into the earth and look human, but they're actually... Have you ever watched any of those near-death story experience? Please go and check out my YouTube. I was in a really bad car crash. I could feel my body broken. And then out of nowhere, I see this man walking towards me. And he bends down and he pulls me out of the car. I'm not in any pain, but everything is crushed. And then this man that came out of nowhere says to me, "You're going to be okay. Help is on its way." As soon as the ambulance, they can hear the siren, this person walks off. This person is on the bed getting wheeled into the ambulance. Where's that man? Where's that man who pulled me out of the car? He helped me out of the car. Where is he? There's no one here. You're on your own. An angel in disguise. It happened to my mum, and I told this story on one of my videos. I can't remember which one it was, but I told my story, my mum's story. She had a burst appendix on her birthday. Pussy blood. She was supposed to die when she was 45. Burst appendix. She had a water bottle on her birthday, and if she went to the hospital maybe 1 minute later, she would have died. And they sellotaped her stomach. So my mum's got a massive scar here and going up, and they sellotaped her stomach when she had her burst appendix. And she was saying to me that there was only a male nurse in the hospital, and I needed to have a bath because I felt icky. I needed to have a sponge bath. I felt disgusting. I could smell my stitches and I was crying. And I said to the doctors, I was like, can you send me a nurse to give me a bath? Yeah, sure, we'll send whatever his name is. It was a man. And my mum was praying. She's like, please God, I don't want you to send a man to clear my stitches and clean my private parts and my armpits and all of it. Please send me a female, please. And he was the only nurse that was giving sponge baths that day. And the curtains were closed, and my mum said, out of nowhere, this little black woman with curly hair and glasses popped her head in through the curtains, and she said, hi, he sent me. So my mum's like, he sent me. Oh, probably the doctor's upstairs. This woman is about 4 foot tall. My mum was quite big. And the first thing this woman said to my mum was, do you believe in God? And my mum was like, I do. And then she said, we're going to pray, and then I'm going to give you your sponge bath. They prayed together. My mum said to me, this woman is 4 foot tall, Anna. She flipped my body like I was a rag doll. And I didn't feel no pain. She didn't hurt me. And you know, all of these stitches that were here that were stapled, she was scrubbing it like this, and she wasn't feeling no pain, flipping her over and cleaning her armpits and cleaning her bum. And my mum goes, she was flipping me like a rag doll, giving me the best clean I ever had in my life. And I'm telling you, and I thank God. I was like, I'm so glad that the doctors upstairs sent this woman to clean me. She leaves the hospital. She comes back maybe 2 weeks later to give some food as a gift. They don't know who this woman is. My mum was like, no, I'm going to describe her to you. She's a black woman. She's got curly hair. She's got glasses. She's about 4 foot tall. She was upstairs and she gave me no, there is no one, Mrs. Souza, by that description. This woman cleaned my ass. Are you trying to tell me that this woman doesn't exist? This woman doesn't. Mrs. Souza, let me make it very clear to you. The floor that you're on, there are no staff that are black on that floor. What else can my mum say? What else is there left to say? My mum said, I know that was my angel. I know that was heaven sent. That was an angel that came in human form. I know that was, my prayers were answered. They don't know who this woman was. Angels, archangels have the ability to look human. So be careful when you speak to someone. Be careful when you meet somebody on the street and they just give you an act of kindness, because you never know if you're talking to an archangel or not. Open up your heart. You don't need to see it to believe it. Believe it to see it. That's the saying. Can you explain the glass of water surrounding gratitude, please? Glass of water. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about this? I like to drink boiled water and filtered through glass, and I don't like plastic. And it's scientifically proven that someone did a test. It was a scientist proved that they had water, 2 water bottles, one with really negative words on it, like hate, anger, any low vibrational word, and then another bottle which is love and healing. And the experiment that they did was they left those words onto these bottles for a couple of days. They tasted the water, which had those really low vibrational words, and it tasted like crap. It wasn't clear, it was nasty. And then they tasted the one with the positive words on it, healing and love. And obviously you pray and you tell divine to bless this water, to cleanse and heal me in every way. And you set the intentions and always say thank you, because divine loves it when you say thank you, because you solidify that it's happened. So I set the intentions. I pray on my water. I pray before I eat my food. I'm sure a lot of you do. Thank you, God, for the food that I'm about to receive. God bless the hands that made the food. I always say these things. And I say this water as well. Thank you for the water that I'm receiving, because I know there are people out there in those poor countries that are drinking water with bacteria, animals piss in it, and they drink it anyway because they have no other means. I'm so grateful for having my clean water. Please let it heal and protect, and let me be filled with love and healing. And this water tastes so sweet. It tastes so good, and it cleanses the body as well. You don't have to believe it. It's okay. but give it a try. What do you have to lose? Glass is a very good way. Plastic, I don't like it. Sometimes people don't have the means. I went to a restaurant the other day and this is the bottle they gave me and I took it home. I got loads of these bottles filled with filtered water. They even done it with music as well. Low vibrational music, rap swearing, and the sand, they put the sand, it's like they put this paper with sand on it and then they put the loud music and the bass turn the shapes of the sand into really horrible shapes. But then when you put classical music, calming, peaceful music, it turns it into like, you know, the snowflakes that is from the divine, like when it snows, it turned into snowflake shapes. It was really beautiful and it's really scientifically proven. Say the mantra again. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Ruby, you can get that if you get the Zero Limits book. Zero Limits. Again, I'll post this up on YouTube. The mantra is I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And you're saying that to the divine source. And somebody's in the book, this man didn't believe in any of this, but he was a car salesman and he was like, right, I've read the book, Zero Limits. They're saying just say it. You don't even have to believe it. Just say I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And he's saying it in his head. He said I sold 50 million worth of cars that day. Just by saying, I love you, I'm sorry, I'm talking to the customer, I'm trying to sell my product, but in the back of my mind, I'm going, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love. It brings in positive energy. It's a mantra. You keep saying this mantra, you're bringing in positive energy. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. When I first read this book, it was so funny because I had a fight with my best friend. And it was me and my best friend, when we argue, boy, it is deep. Is so deep, yeah. And she's a Cancerian, so she likes to hold grudges for a long time. So we had an argument that day and I'm thinking, great, I'm not going to speak to her for another 2 weeks. That bitch. I was so mad at her. And then I started reading this book and then it was like, you already know better. You can hear my guide say me, you already know better. Just allow it, Anna. Love and light, love and light. And I thought to myself, okay, I read Zero Limits and he's saying, say I love you, I thank you, please forgive me. I'm gonna say it to Siobhan. Let's see, I'm really upset and I'm gonna say it to her anyway and see what she says. She's probably gonna tell me to piss off, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I send her a text and I went, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I know my best friend, I've known her since I was 12, so I know what she's gonna say. Usually she'll be like, piss off, you know, get out of here. She didn't. She was like, are you using that thing on me? And I went, yeah, but I am sorry and I do love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then she was like, there's nothing to forgive. I was like, what? Wait a minute. She's actually forgiving me? She's like, she takes a week before she forgives me. A month sometimes. But it really works, guys. But again, don't take my word for it. Go and test it out. Joanne, hey honey. Look at all my beautiful moderators. I once had, okay, Tron, good one. Love and light to you, honey. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and information. Can't wait to get stuck in these books. It's so good, man. You've got to get these books. Don't take my word for it, guys. You've got to read all books we need. Robert, 100%. Yes. Knowledge is power, right? And make sure you use that knowledge and that power for the highest good of all concerned. Because when you do good, you get so much back. And listen, I like to do good for people because it just makes my soul feel good. It makes me feel so good to do good. Let me see what else. Hey Lisa. Hey Colleen. I manifested and wrote it all down last new moon. I got my license and I picked up my new car next week. Yes, look at that, Billy. Yes, yes, yes. So you are proof that this stuff is so real. for the highest good of all. Yes, for the good of all. I manifested my car because I thought to myself, I needed to make sure that I had a car for my daughter. I needed to make sure that I can take my mum to her doctor's appointments. And I thought to myself, and this was years ago. I've been driving for about 7 years now. And I thought to myself, I didn't have any money. I didn't have enough money. How the hell am I going to get a car? How am I going to do this? And I was like, I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to believe that I have it. And one night I had a dream that I was driving a car that was red, and it was nighttime, and I was doing night driving, and I woke up and it felt so real, guys. It was so real. And I passed my lesson. I failed the first time, my drive theory and then my practical, but then I passed the second time. My first car was blue, but my second car was red. I manifested that car, and I don't know how I got it. It was by the grace of God that I received this car. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to afford it. I just said, divine, I leave it in your hands. I trust that if it was meant for me, it will be for me. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call going, yes, your finances has gone through, and you can come and pick up your car. And I was like, you did it again. Divine did it again for me. So good. Trust, surrender, let it go, and it will happen. So true. So true. You make me want to cry. Up hits Ashley. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Don't cry, boo. I love you. Have you always been spiritual, or was this something that came to you after your accident? Well, I didn't have an accident. It was just, I was born with a congenital heart defect. I was always spiritual. I always sensed and felt things from when I was a little kid. You know, those children who talk to their, who can talk to their imaginary friends. I was always that kind of child. I'd always see things, feel things, hear things. But I used to, you know, when you're a child, you're so innocent. You just think that everyone else feels and sees and thinks the same way as you. Turns out, obviously not, because adults have a tendency to think about all the things that could go wrong, worried about the bills, worried about whatever. But I always used to think that everyone could see and do and feel what I felt. I just thought it was normal. And technically, we're supposed to all have this. But as we grow up, we're cultured, a religion, being put down by getting bullied, feeling that you're not enough, feeling that you're like. These are all low vibrational energies that put a veil over what you actually are. And so that's why I say, be good. Be of love, be of light, because then you don't put, the veil is not over you. You see things for what they are. So I've always been spiritual. I've always believed in the divine source from when I was a little girl. But my spirituality didn't kick in until I think I was 30. I'm 40 now. So 30 years old was when, because I always saw things, I sensed things before the whole spiritual thing anyway. I would see a vision and then it will happen 10 minutes later, to the point I actually thought I was going insane. I needed to go into an insane asylum because I was like, oh my God, why am I seeing these things and it's happening? And I thought to myself, I need to speak on what I'm seeing because I need to know that I'm not crazy. So I would see something, I would have a vision, something would happen, very silly little things. And I'd be like, Mum, this is going to happen. And then my mum would look at me and go, Filipino mum, she'll go like this, like as if to say, yeah, well, you know, parents don't really pay attention to you anyway, do they? Unless you're doing something bad or you've done something really, really good. So I'm there going to my mum, something's gonna happen. Like I predicted that I had a vision that my big brother was coming to sleep over with his missus. My mum says to me, because I was doing the dishes and I had a vision of my brother walking to the door with his missus, ringing the doorbell, sleeping over. That was a simple vision. And then I said to my mum, you need to prepare the room because Ronan is coming to the house. And she's like, no, I already spoke to him like just 2 minutes ago. He said he's not coming over. And I was like, no, Mum, I think you should prepare the room. No, he's not coming over. And then what happened? I'm doing the dishes. My mum comes into the kitchen and she was like, you scare me. And I went, what did I do? She was like, your brother's coming over. And I was like, she went, how did you know? I went, I don't know. I'm relaxed doing the dishes. It just filtered through me. I'm just telling you. I don't know. More than that, so many things have happened. So it's when you're in a place of ease, when you're not worrying, when you're not stressed out, when you're doing something that you love, painting, singing, whatever it is, walking in the park, having a long bath, candles lit, whatever you find or you deem as comforting, when you're in that calm state of mind and you're not in the ego mind, that's when things filter through. That's why meditation is really good. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Simone, I say it all day, every day. I wake up in the morning and I say my mantras every morning. I say, universe, use me today as a vessel for the highest good of all concerned in love and light. Use me as a vessel, love and light. Protect and keep me safe. I trust in you. Use me as a vessel. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Yes, Jude-Ann. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Listen, you've got nothing to lose by saying these words. Just say these words continuously. If you're in a horrible situation, guys, and when you walk into a space, let's say you're going for a meeting. Have you ever gone into a meeting in a meeting room and you could feel that the energy is off because you know that there was an argument in there? The energy is just off. You know, you can cleanse your space by saying those words. Again, don't take my word for it. Go try it out. So you come into an office space and you can feel there is stagnant energy. It just feels, you just open the door and it whoosh, it hits you with this energy of, ugh, it's muggy in here. It feels weird. Go into that space. Introduce yourself to that space. Everything is energy. The chair, your desk, the computer, the cup, the candle, everything has energy in it. Crystals have energy in it. Go into your space, introduce it. And say in your heart, in your mind, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry. And love the place, the space that you're in. I love you, I'm sorry for anything that happened in this space, in this office space. Please forgive me, because we are all connected. So when you're saying forgive me, you're forgiving everyone else that made that energy in that room. Thank you. You're cleansing that space. So you can cleanse the space of everything. Anytime you walk into a building, you walk into somebody's house, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. You can cleanse the space by saying these words. I just wrote that down so I can screenshot. I love it. Everybody's saying it. What's the book's name? Which one? Zero Limits. Zero Limits. If you want to know about that, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Zero Limits is the name of the book. Joe Vitale. All on Amazon, guys. Book name, I just joined in. I'm going to post this back. I'm going to post this on YouTube so you can watch it back and you can get the name. Congratulations on your car, honey. My car is a gift from the church. Oh my God, I don't even know anyone there or go to church. Look at that. You see what I'm saying, my Lord. You don't need to know when, where, or how you're going to get your blessings. You're just going to get it. Know that you're going to get it. I know what the mantra means. Thank you. Good. What? My uncle passed away a few years ago and that mantra was written and I found it in his pocket. Moon_raise123. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Moon_raise123. Guys, are you listening to this? My uncle passed away a few years ago and that mantra was written and I found it in his pocket. My heart is open and big. It makes me feel so good. Oh my God, you're a part of my soul tribe. Moon_raise123. I love you. This is so amazing. That is so good. Let's see. Hi, Sarah. I'm not doing any readings today. Sorry, guys. I should have changed my title. I was just wanting to talk. Wow, that is amazing. Honestly, not everyone feels that energy. I know. Everyone will get there eventually. People who don't believe in that divine source or they're cultured or in a religious belief, God said to me, it's not your job to convince anyone. You just tell the people that want to hear, that vibrates on the same frequency as you. Those are the ones that you pay attention to. If people come to you and they feel the same as you because they felt alone, but they agree with what you're saying, they're a part of your soul tribe. So only talk to the people. Oh, that's Ho'oponopono. I know, I can never say it right. What, when you're sleeping, you see yourself floating up in the ceiling when you look down at yourself? You're an astral traveler. Fern, you're an astral traveler, honey. You are very powerful. Astral travelers, we all travel anyway. When we go to bed, you have your dreams. You're traveling. You're in different dimensions. Some people remember their dreams. Some people can't remember it. Those people who can't remember their dreams, you're tired in the physical world. You're so tired, you don't remember anything. You are completely sleeping. We all dream, but sometimes people forget. Now, in order for you to continuously remember your dream, Divine told me, write down what you dream of. It could be a color, it could be a shape, it could be a number, it could be whatever. Write it down. And every time you write in your dream journal, you'll start to remember your dreams. And somehow your dreams has effect in the 3D world, this world that you're living in. Robert, forgive me, thank you. Yes, I love you. Robert, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Guys, another book that you need to invest in. Oh my God, Filipino with a British accent. My mum is from Pangasinan. My mum is Filipino and my dad is from Brazil, born here. 4 Agreements. You need to get the 4 Agreements. So good. And the 7 spiritual... Oh God. Deepak Chopra. Can't remember what it was called. The several spiritual laws or something. 7 spiritual laws. I lent that book out to my friend. And I lent the 4 Agreements as well to my friend. Be kind with your words. Don't make assumptions. If you can do these 4 things in life, guys, you're good to go. With the 4 Agreements, that book is so good. The 4 Agreements, I had to write it on my wall so I don't forget. Be kind with your words. 4 Agreements. Be kind with your words. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally. And always do your best in life. 4 Agreements, guys. Go and invest in that. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Robert, that's exactly what you say all day, every day. And watch how the energy changes around you. And the man who was the salesman who was saying this mantra, he was like so skeptical. He's not a cynic. I love it when you're not a cynic. A cynic is somebody who's like closed off. I believe in what I believe in. What you believe in is a load of bullshit. I don't like cynics. I like skeptics. Skeptics are like, it sounds interesting. Let me investigate. I love skeptics. I am a skeptic as well. If I didn't do what I did and connect to the souls on the other side, I would be like cynic. I would be like, no, this is a load of crap. But it's, I didn't ask to connect to the souls. I know I never asked to talk to dead people when they say dead people, but they're actually more alive on the other side because they're no longer being held down by this physical body. But you know, I didn't ask for this. I wasn't like 10 and somebody said, what do you want to do when you're an adult, Anna? And I'm like, well, I really want to communicate with dead people. I didn't ask for it. It was a gift. Some people say it's a gift and it's a curse. I see it as a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift because I help people along the way in their lives. And that's what I want to do before I go back home. Help as many people as I can. It was an old piece of paper. Honestly, he'd carried it around for years. Moon_Ray. I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. That is the mantra. That is a mantra you should always say. What is the mantra, please, again? I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Do you know what I did? I wrote it on a piece of paper and I stuck it on my wall. So I remember that every time I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm going to say is, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I say it like 3 times and then I solidify it with an amen and again a thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I got chills. Shante, yes, good. I hope it's the good chills. Wait, what did I miss? Kira, you didn't miss anything, honey. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube, I promise. I know now what it means. Thank you. You know, your uncle is with you, protecting you, guiding you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Robert, I love it. Portia, is my life in danger? Do not go on that wavelength. Get out of there right now. Get out of that frequency right now. If you trust in the divine source, get out of that energy. I used to feel that energy as well with a past partner. This past partner threatened me. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill my daughter. And I'm going to kill your mum. And then I'm going to kill myself. And I was just like, I don't understand why you have to kill everybody. Why can't you just kill yourself? That was when I was not in a spiritual frame of mind. I was angry. I was pissed off with everything that happened to me. I was the victim. No, that's not the right way. You need to be positive. Raise your vibration. If you feel like your life is in danger, I felt that way as well. No, enough is enough. Raise your vibration. Ask Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the angel of strength and protection. Strength and protection. Another book. Angels in My Hair. Angels in My Hair, guys. Get that book. It's a brilliant book. It's literally about angels. Archangel Michael. This woman could see angels from the moment that she was born, and the angels said to her, do not tell anyone that you can see us, because they will put you into a psychiatric home and electrocute you, and the time will come when you are going to be able to speak to the whole world about angels. So she had to wait 40, 50 years before she could actually write her book. She is on YouTube as well. I can't remember what her name is. I'm so sorry. Angels in My Hair. Go get that book. So good. Soul Tribe. Yes, Soul Tribe unite. 100%. Anna, please tell me. I want to know what happened with the mantra. Oh, so there is a beautiful soul in here called Moon_Ray. And I'm there going, you know, there's a mantra that you need to keep saying. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Kira. And then she writes that her uncle passed away, and she found an old piece of paper in his pocket, and it was that mantra. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Her uncle who passed away, she found it in his pocket. I mean, come on. Look how the divine combines us together. This is no coincidence here. Everything happens for a reason, guys. I mean, I'd love to skip past people when they're talking, but for some reason, I want to hear you. I'm so glad. Scone1103, you're part of my soul tribe, hun. We connect, man. What's the name of your YouTube channel? Oh, God. My YouTube channel is on, the link is on my, so if you look on the main page of my TikTok, I've got the link there. Just click on it and it will take you straight to me. I think it's Tarot Time with Braziliana. I can't remember. But my link for my YouTube is on my TikTok. So you just go on my main page and you'll see email, and above it, you'll see the link. Normally I would skip past, but I wanted to hear you. I'm glad. I feel awful. I've opened my TikTok and there you are. I hope you feel better, honey. Scone1103. I pray that you feel better. I hope that you feel better. What if you don't dream? Chantal, yes, when you don't dream, you're too tired. You do dream, but we just forget about it. We wake up, you have a feeling. I always say to people, have you ever felt that when you go to sleep and you wake up and your whole body is like wrecked and you don't know why, because you just had like 8 hours of sleep? And you're like, why do I feel like I can't get up? My body feels like I've been in the gym. It's because your soul has traveled. You have traveled to dimensions, different areas, preparing your life, this life. When you're on the other side, you help. You go and learn things on the other side and you bring it back. So sometimes people remember their dreams. I remember my dreams are so vivid. I didn't before because I used to be so tired and always in my ego, worrying to the point that I was like, you know what, I surrender. I'm not going to swim in the tides of my emotions, swim, because I'll get tired, I'm going to drown. I'm going to just go with the flow. I'm going to let my body go limp in the tides, let the tides and divine take me to where I need to get to, and I didn't even need to swim. I'm just going to go there nice and easy. So if you don't dream, if you see something in your dreams, a color, purple, blue, you see a triangle, a circle, Write it down. The more you write down your dreams, the more you'll start to remember. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to thank me. I love you. Thank you for being here. Fern, thank you. I dreamt about someone I just met, but I felt like I was in her dream, like I was visiting. Let me tell you something. I had a friend called Rahini. Is it Rahini? I can't remember. And I know that we had a soul connection with each other. I just met her. She was a very lovely soul. And I'm going to get something. Hold that thought, guys, because I actually painted what I dreamt about. I ain't no Michelangelo, yeah? So don't take the mick out of this painting. I'll be right back. Okay. So one night I had a dream. And in this dream, and I can still see it now in my mind's eye. In this dream, I was in a dome. And inside this dome, I could see the sun. I could see stars. I know it's weird. The stars, the sun. I was in a dome. And outside the dome, it was space. The moon. I could see the sun and the moon at the same time. Inside the dome, there was the sun, and outside the dome, I was outside in the solar system where I could see the stars, I could see the moon, I could see all the planets, but I was inside the dome. And inside this dome, I was sitting on grass. Behind me, there was a river that was flowing, and on the other side of that river, there was like a hill. And on this hill, there was a tree. And this tree was glowing rainbow colors. It was a rainbow color tree. And telepathically, I could hear my guides saying to me, that's the tree of life. And out of nowhere, I looked on my lap and there was a book. It was a massive book and it was glowing rainbow colors as well. And so I can hear the sound of this river behind me inside the dome, and I could see the color shining from this tree, which was a rainbow tree of life. And I heard it was the tree of life. And I thought to myself, oh my God. And then nowhere, it was like this book just went in my lap. And then I looked at the cover of the book and it was also rainbow colors. And I looked at it and it said the Book of Life. I was like, okay, that's really weird. So I opened up this book and then all of a sudden I felt a presence lying on my shoulder. It was so weird, and I couldn't see who the person was, but it was someone that I loved. But somebody was sitting with me on the grass, and they were leaning on my shoulders, and I was opening up this Book of Life and I was reading it. And then I met my friend the other day after my dream, and she said, you know, I had the weirdest dream. And I was like, oh, well, tell me about it. What happened? She's like, I was sitting, I don't know if I was in the stars or if I was sitting in the sun. I can't remember really exactly what it was, but I swear I felt like I was lying down on your shoulders. I could see the curly hair, and I just remembered lying on your shoulders while you were reading something. What the hell? I was like, oh my God, we were in that dimension together. Don't take the piss, guys. This was like when I first started painting, but I painted what I saw in my dream. There's me reading the book. This is what I saw outside the dome. This was the river and the hill, and then this was the tree of life. The book that I was reading was the Book of Life, and my friend was with me in that dream. It was so crazy. She was in that dream with me. We astral traveled together. We sat in this dome. It's not a very good picture. I'm probably going to repaint it, but this is what I had a dream of. It was, I had the Book of Life in my hands, the tree of life was behind me. I don't even know how to explain that, but this is what I saw in my dream. I was in a dome. It was daytime. The tree, the running water, and then outside the dome was... And this is in my dream. I dreamt this. I don't know where it came from. And I thought to myself, I'm going to try as best as I can to draw, to paint what I saw in my dream. And that is what I dreamt of. I pictured that as you was explaining it. You saw it too, right? Oh my God, it's crazy. So if you can, paint your dreams. If it's so embedded in the soul space, in your brain, in your head, go and paint it, because this is... something's going to happen, I know, in the near future where it comes to this. I feel like that book of life that I was reading was a part of the Akashic records, because it was the book of life. The Akashic records is the book of everything that you've done in your life. Everyone has a book. There's a lot of people who had near-death experience, people who through their meditation goes to the Akashic records. So you can do that through meditation if you really wanted to. You really need to surrender, guys. If you try to block it, you can't. My mum nearly went to the other side. Her heart stopped and she went there. See? If she's still here, she'll tell you her experiences. I'm telling you, guys, going to the other side is going home. I see dreams and they all come true since I was a kid. A mirror. God works through people to help the best way that they can. Astral traveled. Yeah, astral travelers, very, very strong souls. I will do a dream journal because I believe in my dreams, and all my friends do because they all come true. Listen, you have the ability to see. I do. Back when I was younger, it would come like this. Like now, I'm trying to focus on my people here. Sometimes I get the most important downloads. I will have visions. I still have visions now, but when I was younger, they would come because I was young. I was innocent. There was nothing tainted here. There was no... I get my visions now, but when I was younger, I got it all day, every day. Now I learn how to... I said to the divine, can you just show me what I need to see and what's important? Show me what's important, what people need. Don't show me anything. I don't need to see my brother coming to sleep over at my house. Just show me the important things, please. So now they show me the important things. But it was an opening. It was to show me that I could see. If you astral travel, can you dream walk too? Yes, you can. You can fly. You can do anything you want. You can go anywhere when you astral travel. Just set the intention. When she went there, they gave her a choice to stay or to come back. Fern, that's what they did to my mum. When my mum had her, they didn't give me a choice. I didn't have a choice. God was like, no, you're going back there. You go back there and you remind people of me. You remind people of angels and guides and loved ones. You don't have a choice. Listen, 4 open heart surgeries, cutting open my chest open, my heart, 9 hours, fiddling around my heart for 9 hours. I had 4 times to go back home. God made it sure that I didn't go home yet. It was not my time. God says you're going to be a testament to everybody. You show them your scars. I used to be ashamed of my scars. I hated my scars. I didn't want to show it. So I wear turtlenecks all the time. Always covered it. Now I don't give a crap. If you can see, I cut all my shirts that hide my scars. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud of my scars and I wear it well. What was you saying? Sorry, I went off on a rant there. So, Fern, your mum had a choice. My mum had a choice. I didn't. When my mum crossed over, she said, I saw all my dead relatives. I saw my uncle, my auntie, my mum, my dad, my sister. I saw everyone. And my uncle, who when he was alive, walking on the 3D world in the Philippines, she said, my uncle said, Leonie, you're here. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. And my mum was like, where the hell am I? And what are you lot doing here? And he was like, you're home, you're home. And her uncle said, when we were down there, you used to give me a drink, you used to give me orange juice all the time. Now it's my turn to repay you. I want you, here, take the orange juice, drink it. My granddad steps in front of my mum and his brother, and he was like, no, 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 you don't take this. You don't drink this. You go home. Anna's waiting for you. My grandfather, I didn't know that he knew me. And at the time, I was about 9 years old, 9, 10. And my grandfather stopped my mum from taking the juice, which I believe she took. She would have crossed over. And my grandfather said to my mum, Anna is waiting for you. And I was. Literally, when my mum opened up her eyes, and I told this story on my YouTube, I was like, my mum said she opened up her eyes and she saw me standing there. And you can't make this shit up, man. It is what it is. 2 worlds intertwined, 10 worlds intertwined. It is what it is. So yes, my mom had a choice to go or to come back, but my grandfather was like, no, 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 you ain't done. You go back there. My childhood memory bothers me a lot. Honey, you've got to release memories of the past. You understand? You can't hold on to that. You can't manifest. My childhood memories bothers me a lot. Raj, you got to let go. It's not now. It's not in this present moment. The only reason why it's in this present moment is because you, by free will, are choosing to think about memories of the past. Do not allow the memories of the past to control what's going to happen in your future, because you'll throw that energy frequency out. Positive thoughts, let it go, surrender it, forgive who you need to forgive, and move forward. I have visions like dreams and deja vu constantly. I still get deja vu. Yeah, you're a psychic medium, Kira, sweetheart. You already know that, though. I was on life support. Oh, wait. Homie G55. I was on life support. The only thing I dreamt about is two of my daughters in a bright light and a real bee. Homie G, if you was on life support in your dream, your daughters are light workers, star seeds, rainbow children. Our children have come to change the matrix of the planet. So raise them well, raise them in love and light. Tell them not to judge. No judgment here. Yes, that I didn't have a choice, man. We're glad that you didn't go, love. I'm glad I didn't go either. I mean, I know when my time comes, I'm gonna tell God, I don't want to come back here. I'd rather be a guide for people that I love, for the souls that walk on the earth. I don't want to come back here. How I hurt myself. Yeah, my brother pushed me, and I was at my mum's bed after she had her burst appendix, and her dad, from her version, my mum said to me, your grandfather was telling me that you're waiting for me, and my version is I'm standing by the bed going, Mum, wake up, John pushed me in the hospital. My mum opened her eyes and I was standing there. Crazy. Wow, my mum's got scars all over her body too. Oh yeah, I've got scars here, I've got scars here, I've got scars here. I've already showed it on my YouTube. I've got scars here. I've got scars all over the place. I used to hide it, and I don't care. If you don't like what I look like, you don't have to look at me. You don't need to look at me. She saw her great-grandmother, she's a guide too, who was waiting for her, but now her mum has gone. It will probably be... Our loved ones collect us, by the way, guys. Anyone that you've loved, anyone that you've lost, whether it's a brother, a dad, a mum, a sister, a child, they come, an animal, your loving pet. They come for you, yes? You cross over and you see your loved ones. They come for you. You're never alone. People are so scared to cross over. Some souls remain on the earth plane because they're so afraid that they're going to get judged. They're afraid they're going to go to purgatory, hell. Purgatory is what you make it. Your actions and your words and your deeds are the things that you have to answer for. So be of love and light, guys. Purgatory is what you create for yourself in this world. Souls that cross over on the other side who are cruel, horrible and mean, that's the energy frequency that they're going to be in on the other side. When you go into a house, and if that person that lived in that house was horrible and mean and cruel, that's the energy that you're going to feel in that house. So when you cross over, man, cross over in love and light, be positive. You know that your family are coming to get you. They're coming to get you. is my dad who passed away okay? Auntie Natty, yes, 100%. When souls cross over to the other side, it's a relief. This physical body feels pain, heartache, headache, migraines, anxiety, stress. This is a meat sack of a body. It's really heavy, but God says you have to look after it. Don't do anything. Oh, my guys, yeah, you just had a fag before you came on. Listen, I only had one, and it was only one cigarette I had. But yes, look after the physical body that you have. Your uncle is definitely okay. They're okay over there. The only reason why they're not okay is because you're not okay. And our loved ones want us to live life because they live through our eyes. They live vicariously for our eyes, for our experiences. When we're going out on a cruise, they're coming with us. Live your life the best way that you can because they come with us. They don't go anywhere. There is a soul bond that can never, ever be broken. There's a soul bond that will always be with you for the rest of your life, from beginning of time till the end of time. The soul bond will always be there. So wherever you go, they go. You don't leave your loved ones at the cemetery where you buried them. Their soul comes with you. The body ends, yeah, because we have to go home. But the soul is everlasting. It will continue forever and ever and ever. Amen. How do I let go? How to let go of things. Mantra. Positive things. Don't worry about what happened in the past. If you do have a tendency to go back into the past, the only thing that you should say to yourself is, why am I thinking about the past? What did I learn from that? Oh, this is what I learned. Now I know what I want. Now I know what I don't want. Now I know my limits, what I want to put myself through, what I don't. Everything that I've experienced in my life was only a lesson. It made me who I am today. What didn't kill me made me stronger. Only look back when you're saying to yourself, what did I learn? And then move away from it. Don't stay there. This is you being in fight or flight mode, trying to go back into the past, bringing that energy back into the future, into this present, creating, co-creating what's going to happen in the future. Be careful of your thoughts, your feelings, okay? Our loved ones is always, they're good. They're good over there. They're not in the body anymore. They're free. They're free of illnesses, ailments, disease, someone who's blind, somebody who can't walk. They can do it. People who couldn't walk, they're running. People who couldn't see, they could see everything. People who couldn't talk, people who had Alzheimer's, dementia, they know everything. They can see, they're very clear of mind on the other side. They are not being held by the physical body, by the ego, by the things on this earth plane. You don't take anything with you when you cross over. You don't take any ailments or illnesses. You're out of the body. Your soul is free. You're free. You're only here to learn lessons, to give love, to receive love, to gain the knowledge through hard times, good times, bad times. You're here to learn things only. And then you cross over. When you die, God's going to go to you. So what did you learn as Anna? And I'll be like, oh, I learned how to be compassionate, how to be patient. I was a very impatient woman, you know, and God said, yeah, I could see that you learned that though. That's good. So when you do decide to come back, if you wanted to come back again into the 3D world, you don't need to learn about patience because you learned that in your previous life. That karma is not going to bite you in the ass in the next life. You're good to go, Anna. That's how it works. My dad who's passed away, I missed him so much. Ask for signs and symbols. Flickering of the lights, the flickering of the candle, repeated numbers, 11, 11, 22, 14, 14, 15, 15, feathers, butterflies, ladybirds, dragonflies, rainbows, all of these beautiful things, shadows that walk, the same music on the radio, finding coins in the weirdest places. I mean, these are all signs and symbols for our loved ones, and they're like, look, I've just sent them another bloody sign, and then there they go, rationalizing what they've just seen. Did you see the shadow that walked past? The first thing that you do because of horror movies is relate it to something negative. No, it was your granddad. It was your loved one. You just know. Ask for signs and symbols. They're there with you. My mum said it was beautiful. She wanted to stay, but she thought of her kids, and that's why she came back. People that cross over always think of their children. Me? I love you, Eliza, but I love you, mum. But when I crossed over, I was like, I don't want to go back there. I didn't think about it. I just knew that they were going to be okay. I knew that no matter what happens in their life, good, bad, the ugly, whatever, happy times, bad times, I knew that no matter what happens, life goes by with a blink of an eye and they'll be here with me anyway. So 1414. Every time I look at the clock, I see synchronicity. That's what I'm saying. If you ever want to know what a number means, go on Google and put angel number 1414, 1444, 1111. It usually correlates to what's going on with your life right now, and that you're usually on the right path when you see repeated numbers. My mum came for my dad. He was smiling when he crossed over. I'm telling you, when my auntie passed away last year, she saw her mum, she saw my grandparents. She was like, Inang, Amang, and she saw them and she was like, bye, I'm not staying here, I'm going. So she left. Her body wasn't fit for her soul. Her body was so destroyed that it was better for her to cross over. People were saying, should I take my loved one off life support? Yeah. In my opinion, why? They don't want to be in the body. The body is not working anymore. The body's done. It's done its time. Let them go. Let them set them free. That's what I would do if ever I was in that situation. I know that would be the right decision. Some people want to hold on to their family member for as long as possible. But if you was to ever ask your family who was put on life support, if it was me that was on life support and I could talk, I'd be like, listen, don't keep me on that machine. I want to go. I want to stay here. I don't want to be in the body. I can't do anything with it. Let me go. That's what I would do. That's what I would tell my family. I don't want to be on life support. You send me on my way. Oh, my late grandparents, proud of me. Yes, Lena, of course they are. They love you. They're around you. They're protecting you. They're planting seeds in your head. So anytime you have a good energy, like, should I go here today? Should I do this? Should I study that? Should I go for this job? Usually it's like a seed planted in by the other side, by your loved ones. Go do it. They're proud of you. Doesn't matter what you do. They're proud of you. They love you. They're around you. They're guiding you. They're protecting you. Loved ones that cross over. Damn, you've got a team. You've got an army behind you. Any loved one that you have lost or that you deem as lost physically, they're not gone. They're just your supportive team. You could see them if you tuned in and get out of the ego mind. But our loved ones are around us all the time. They don't leave us. Especially when you're doing something fun and you're partying and you're on the dance floor. You know that your loved one is there dancing with you. Kim, I see 10, 10, 10, 01, 22, 12, 21, 12, 12, 12. Google these numbers. It correlates to what's going on in your life right now. But in public, I see 4, 4. I love it. When it's in public, I love it. I love it. Because that means divine is following you. Your loved ones are following you. And a lot of other numbers as well. Minnie, I'm telling you now, I don't want to come back again, but if you've got karma with anyone, you'll be sent back. So yes, Fern, let me tell you about karma. Karma is your actions, your words, and your deeds. If you don't know how to forgive and let go, it's like, I know that my mum was my daughter in a past life. I know this with every fiber of my soul and my being. And I know that when I was a soul and I crossed over in a previous life, and my mum was also the soul that crossed over in a previous life, we sit with our team of counselors, our guides, our loved ones, our angels. And then we come together. She was my daughter in a past life. I was the mum. And we look at each other and we go, we didn't do that really good, did we? We might need to come in again and try it. Let's experience all that we need to. Except this time, I'm going to be the daughter. You're going to be the mum. Let's see if we can do this rodeo better in the next life. So you'll come across people that you'll meet in your life, in this life. There's a familiarity. You don't know who they are, but you just know that there's a connection, a soul connection. You've known this person before. You don't know how, you don't know when. It usually probably in a past life. And usually you come and meet people from your soul tribe because they're going to teach you something that you needed to know. They're going to see if you are going to go on that, do the same pattern again that you did in the next life. The way to complete karma is forgive, let go, and move forward with love. That's how you complete karmic cycles. Forgive, let go, and let go with love. No need to carry hate, anger, resentment, ill-wishing somebody. because karma will bite you back in the ass. Any negative words, thoughts, feelings that you say, it's going to come and bite you in the ass. If not in this life, it's coming with you in your next one. So I have a lot of people go to me, I must have come back with a lot of karmic shit. I know, because I've been through so much shit in my life. And I'm like, you probably did. So what are you going to learn from this? Don't make the same mistake again. Forgive with love, and let it go. Let it go. My granddad passed last week. Since myself and my nana have found ladybugs all around me. Signs, synchronicities, symbols. Loved ones don't ever go, and they will manipulate birds, butterflies, feathers. When I was outside this morning, I had a fag, I'm sorry. And it's not, I don't have cigarettes, I just borrowed one. Okay, I can't say borrowed. I took one off my brother-in-law last night, and I thought, let me have one today. So I was standing outside, and before I came on live, I said to my angels and my guides, I said, please be with me through my live. Be the words that come out of my mouth. Let me touch and help as many souls as I can today. So I've done my piece for my part of the world. And I was like, I know you're with me. You don't need to show me signs and symbols. And I put my coffee on top of the bin, on top of my bin. Obviously the lid was closed, but I put my coffee on top of the bin. And then I turned around and I lit the cigarette, and I turned around, and on next to my cup there was a feather. I didn't know where that came from. I didn't see it there 1 second ago, and out of nowhere there was a white feather, and I was like, okay, you're gonna be with me, thank you, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Judgment will be yourself. Yes, you judge yourself. The divine doesn't judge you. The divine loves you for good and bad, all the good things, all the bad things that you do. They love you no matter what. I asked my gramps for a sign, and I was very detailed on the feather, and he showed me that feather. I'm telling you, I've asked for signs and symbols, and I'm looking for it through the external world, and then I go on Google, and then like the news comes up, and then I see exactly what I described when I wanted a sign. It was on my phone, and I'm there looking for it externally, and it's not there. It's right in front of me on my phone. So they come to you through different ways. It's crazy. Dane, I dreamt about my friend. He have lots of money, and also in tribal. I don't talk to him for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. But forgive, let go, let God. My mum left, and it was 30 years, and my father 51 years. Shaib, your loved ones are always around you. Don't go anywhere. My grandmother passed away this year. A bit of which 891. My grandmother passed away this year before her 98th birthday. I asked for a sign if she was okay, and I saw a shooting star or a meteor. I don't know what that is. You saw the sign. That's good. That's so good. 47 is the number of congratulations. Your guides are happy for your spiritual growth. You see that? I'm not answering any questions at the moment, guys. I'm just talking. Kaylee, do you think... Okay. Denise, yeah, I started asking my twin flame for signs, and this solo robin had started visiting most days. I love robins. I love robins. I was speaking to the divine, and I was like, show me a sign symbol that you're with me. This robin lands on my fence. And I'm like, okay, I see the robin, but I need more. A bit skeptical here. I want you to come close to me, divine, if that's you. Tell this robin to come closer to me. This robin flew right next to my foot, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, hey. It's so, if you surrender and you believe, it will happen. Love robins. Hi, Anna. Ballerina. Does a life full of suffering mean that in such a lifetime you are burning up more karma? A life full of suffering makes you a teacher. A life full of suffering means that there is karma that needs to be cleansed. It needs to be cleared out. So karma is a situation coming back to you and you asking yourself, why is this happening to me again? What have you not learned? If it happened to you the first time, you haven't learnt it. You have to say to yourself, what have I not learned? Have I forgiven the person, the situation? Have I let go of it? Why is it back again? That is karma. When something comes back around, it's because you'll need to learn something from it. Once you let go, you love and release it with love, your karma is cut. You cut the cord from past karmas. So a situation arises again. Every time, if anything happens to you in this lifetime, it's because you kind of signed up for it, because you needed to learn something that you didn't learn from a past life. Cleanse out the karma, clear it out, forgive, let go, forgive with love, and move forward from it. Don't hold on to anything. Cut the cord. If it's a person, a situation, people, cut the cord. If it's happening again, there's something in this situation or with that person that you need to learn. And it might be about you, or it might be about you opening your heart and expanding the love to that person external to you, the situation external to you, the people external to you. You might just have to say, it is what it is. Just let them be. I can't control what people say and do and feel. I can only control what I think, what I say, and what I do. And I've got to go forward with that. Karma comes back when you haven't learned a lesson. Karma came back for me so many times. And I'm like, why is this happening to me again? Why am I always attracting the wrong kind of man? Why does this group of people always... And I realize it's because it is what it is. It's a lesson that I had to learn. Accept that person as they are. When you can accept a person for who they are, what they do as they are, you are good to go. Just let it go. Listen, that person is the way they are and I love them still. Let's keep it moving. It's hard. It's so hard because sometimes you just want to knock people out. Sometimes you just want to, but you can't. That's not the way to deal with things. You can't fight fire and fire. You have to fight fire with water. You have to fight anger with love. You have to fight someone who's really angry with calm and peace. Get them to your level. So karma comes back to bite you in the ass, and you can complete it once you let it go. Accept everyone for who they are. Haley Jane. Hi, honey. I'm not doing any readings, guys. I'm just talking. What about... Well, where are you? What does it mean when someone's trying to manifest themselves into your dream? Megan, what does it mean when someone's trying to manifest themselves into your dream? That person might not manifest themselves into your dream. You could be unconsciously thinking about that person because you have a soul connection, or there is something that needs to be completed. If you're not talking to a person that's coming into your dreams, you need to talk to them. You need to talk to the soul. Sometimes the physical body is angry, pissed off, the physical, the here and the now, and there's no point. You can't rationalize with somebody who's in a state of anger or something happened between you two. So my advice when you are trying to communicate with somebody but they're very hard to talk to is talk to the soul in love and light and release them in love and light. So if you're saying that, what does it mean when somebody's trying to manifest themselves into your dream? How do you know they're manifesting themselves into your dream? You have something that isn't completed with this soul connection that needs to be completed. You need to dream about them. You need to meet them in the dream world, in the 5D. You need to meet them. You need to cleanse out this, whatever it may be. Visualize in this manifestation or in a dream. Set the intention. I want to meet this person in a beautiful garden where there is a bench, and we're going to talk it out, and we're going to end it with love and light. And you will set the intention. It will happen. Surrender, let it go, and let it happen. Let it come through naturally. If somebody is trying to manifest themselves in a dream, it's because they can't get to you physically. They can't talk to you physically because you're either angry, pissed off, or you're too far away and there's no way of communicating with you. So someone's trying to manifest themselves into your dream. This person is trying to talk to you soul to soul. I dreamt that the ship was sinking and my kids drowned and died. There is an unconscious energy in your frequency, in your soul, You're worried about something. Water, drowning, means that there is something that you're worried about. Water, when you drown in water. Water represents emotions. Stop worrying. You're worrying too much. Clara, if you put out so much worry, you dream about it, and it comes into a dream, and it manifests into a dream. You need to surrender to the divine. Don't worry about your children. Know that they're protected and guided by angels, their guides and their loved ones. Each one of us, every single soul walking on this earth, every human being embodies the soul. The soul is here. The soul is having a human experience. We are all guided and protected by our loved ones. Worry creates more worry. Like attracts like. If you're worried about something when it comes to your children, you will bring that worry, something to worry about. Have you ever said to your child, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about, when you're crying for nothing? You have to make sure, if you're worrying about something, that is what you will attract to you. You will attract to you something to worry about. Enough is enough. Surrender to the divine source. If this was a dream where you felt that they drowned and they died, you're worrying about something. And you need to surrender to the divine source. Say to the divine, I know you're protecting me. I know you're loving and protecting my kids. And I'm just worrying for no reason. And it's manifested into a dream. So again, when you go to sleep at night, set the intention. Tell divine, I want good dreams. Good dreams. I want to dream of love and light. I want to dream of butterflies and feathers on a mountain. The hills are alive with the sound of music kind of dream. Shooting star. Okay, good. So when your loved one died, you saw a shooting star. I love that. Okay, let's see. My friend passed away due to cancer, and after 5 months she came into my dreams and she was happy and waving. By the way, guys, again, when you die, you don't take any ailments or any illnesses or any of the ego stuff here in the 3D world. We take nothing with us. And every time I connect to the souls on the other side, when I do reading for family members and loved ones, I always connect to the person that died. And they don't look the way that they died. They look younger. The souls always go back to a time when they were the most happiest, when they were getting married, when they were having children. They always go back to the age of where they are the most happiest. I love that. Because every time I see my granddad, he don't look like an old man. And he died when he was like 100 or 90 something. 98, 99. He don't look like the old man. He looks like a young buck in his army, because he served in the war. He's dressed up and he's got his badges and he looked like that. He don't look like an old man. He looks like a young man. So they always revert. When they die, they go back to the age where they're the most happiest. And I swear, divine will say to you, do you want to look young or do you want to look as you are? And people are like, no, I want to look young. So a lot of the souls that I connect with, they look really, really young. They don't die the way that they looked when they left the body. They go back to the physical where they were the most happiest. How can I forgive someone who called me sister but betrayed me? Oh, Raj, that happened to me all the time. I've had females that betray me, that hurt me. I gave them my heart and my soul. I just forgave them. They didn't know any better. Everyone will get there eventually. There's no need. The only person you're doing a disservice to is yourself, because you're busy festering on all the betrayal. Betrayal creates an energy frequency that you put out there, and what you put out, you get back in. So it is what it is. That person who betrayed you, they didn't know any better. They're working from a low vibrational energy. Hurt people. So just allow it. When you forgive that person, you're not forgiving that person because you're trying to release that, release, I forgive you to forgive you. You forgive that person because you release yourself from that burden. You know what? I forgive you. I can't be bothered to be angry anymore. It is draining. I forgive you. I send you away with love and light. That's it. You have to let go. You have to just accept that person for who they are, what they did. It is what it is. You can't control what they do, what they think, what they feel, what they say. You can control what you think, what you feel, what you say, what you do. That's the important thing. It's what you do with what's going on. It's what you do with the situation at hand, how you react to it. People, Raj, and people come in and use you because you're a healer. You have an energy about you where people go, I want to go to her because her energy is so good. Let me go and suck the life out of her and then piss off out. You got healing energy about you. Healers need to make sure, mediums, healers, psychics, you need to tell yourself, you need to say every night before you go to bed, angels, guides, loved ones, remove from me what isn't mine. Cleanse your body with white light. Visualize it. Remove from you what isn't yours. If this happened in the past and you're still thinking about it, you need to let this go. Because it's not doing you, it's not doing anything, you're not doing anything good for yourself. You're just making yourself angry, stressed out. You're in that low vibrational energy. Raise your vibration. I'm not doing any readings right now, guys. Can karma's lesson be that you need to take care of yourself better and stand up for yourself? 1,000,000%. Yes. Gail Lawrence, 100%. You also need to learn how to, the most important person to forgive is you, because people tend to hold on to situations, thoughts, feelings, and then they create this horrible energy around them. You need to understand the karmic lesson. I know my part that I played in that situation, and it is my karma. What's going on now, I forgive myself for putting myself in that situation, for saying those horrible things, for being that horrible person. I forgive myself for being the victim and placing myself in a situation I knew I shouldn't. Forgive yourself. It's the most important thing. You got to love you. You got to love yourself first, because if you don't love you first, you can't attract love towards you. You just attract that low vibrational energy that you put out. What you put out, you get back in. Law of attraction, manifestation, like attracts like. So yes, I really need to hear what you're saying today. Good. Gail Lawrence, I love you, honey. I send you love and light, man. You're good to go. Just let it go. There's no point in holding on to anything that doesn't serve you. My mother kept my children for 2 years now, going through court. People say, how do you still love her? You have to love her, Billy. Love her anyway. Love her. You're going to teach her a wonderful lesson. She won't see it yet. You might not see it yet. There are lessons here in things like this that's so hard. Lessons that needed to be learned. Lessons. You learn, she'll learn. Grow with love. That was in that movie. First Wives Club. Grow with love. Grow with love. No need to be angry, pissed off. No need. How much is a reading? A 1 hour reading is 50 Great British pounds. That's something like $68. I do 2 questions, 3 cards each, £7.77. That's something like $10. And I do an astrological reading, very, very in-depth, detailed reading for 25 Great British pounds. That's something like $38. If you want to know my prices, send me an email. My email is on my main page on the link on my bio, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Can I have your YouTube handle? I want to check out past readings. You can. Enika, if you go on my main TikTok page, you'll see a link to my YouTube, and also there's a link to my email. So just click on that. It will take you straight there. You don't need to be a follower. I don't ever tell anyone to follow me ever. But if you want to watch my must-watch videos about near-death experience, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Brian Wise, go and click on any of my videos. There's a little arrow where the title is facing down. Click on it. It opens up a description box, and I've got must-watch, must-watch, must-watch. Don't have to follow me to watch it. But I do recommend that you do, especially if you're feeling low vibrational, if you lost somebody that you love. So yes, I'm not doing any readings. So this is just talking. I don't have any idea how long I've been here. I got here at 10:30, I think. Shut up. No, it's not. 10, 11, 12, 1. No. What's astrology reading? Sorry. Astrology reading is, you know, when you're born, I'm a Capricorn, and you've got sun, moon, and risings. It's where all the different placements of each of the planet were when you were born. And by your birth date, because when I do an astrological reading, I only need your zodiac sign and when you were born. I don't need the time. I just need your birthday. And I will be able to pick up so month by month, I can pick up what energy is around you for that month, things that you might experience for that month. I can do a whole year, or I could do an astrological reading between you and a partner, and I can pick up information astrologically, what will happen to you during this month. I can do an astrological reading for if you want to know what's going to happen when you're 80, when you're 90. I can do readings like that, very detailed. I done an astrological reading for my niece's friend. Her niece told her friend and her friend and her friend, and now I'm lined up. I've got so many bookings for astrological reading. It's amazing. It will tell you when to invest, when not to invest, when love could come in, when love come in, where if there's a loss of a family member. Listen, astrological reading picks up on ups and downs of life. I did an astrological reading for myself for this year. It said that I was going to lose a loved one. And I thought to myself, oh shit, who am I going to lose? I lost somebody who was like a father figure to me, my uncle. So it picks up on these things. Life is up and down, up and down. It picks up a lot of things. I woke up and I saw your live and being on here for 2 hours, like your energy is so positive. I'm so glad, honey. I'm so glad that I can help you. So again, astrological reading is picking up on the stars, on the planets, where the planets are placed in your birth chart for next year, for 2 years time. And I can give you an idea of what it will be like. If you want the whole reading for the whole of next year, I can let you know. So from month to month, and everyone has an important date in their lives where different planets come into their matrix. So Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Pluto will come into your matrix in January, February. What is the energy of that? What does that tell me? What could potentially happen? So the thing about astrological reading is it's like preparation. So if I say to you, from February to March, I see that there's going to be something around real estate. Astrologically, the star signs are telling you not to invest anything during that time frame because you could lose out on money. You've been given ample advice, ample warnings. So that's the reason why it's good. But at the end of the day, you have free will to do or not to do. I just give you a screenshot of the energy that's to come, but you are in control of your life. You have you can choose to do, not to do, to say, not to say. You are in control of your life. You're in control of what you do. So this is why I love astrological reading, and I get really excited. I'm doing an astrological reading for Kim. She's my moderator. I'm so excited to do her reading because I did her chart already, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to read for Kim. It's gonna be so good. When she had a reading with me, that was it. Her mediumistic, her psychic abilities just blew up because she already knew. She's amazing as well. So I'm excited to do. I'm doing a reading for her, I think this week or next week, I can't remember, but I'm really excited. And this is for my moderator Kim. It was great. I love it. How much do you do for astrology reading? It's £25 an hour. I don't know how much other astrology's readers does it for, but in an hour I will try and give you as much information as I can. As much information. The one thing that you need to write down when I give you an astrological reading is the important dates of your life. It never changes. So month to month to month to month, I will tell you this is the date and the month that you need to be aware of, because that's when the energy will change. These dates never ever ever change. The energy will change from month to month to month, and these are the dates that will never change. So I always get people to write that down. All right guys, I need to go and eat because I'm really hungry. I'm not going to be doing any sort of readings today. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to my sister's house. I'm going to play bingo. Maybe do a bit of blackjack. I don't know. But I'm going to go and just have some fun today. I'm going to be with my family. So if you are emailing me, I will send you the details 100%. But I will be back doing my readings tomorrow. But today I just needed a break. So I love all of you. Thank you for being with me today. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Check out my YouTube channel. I hope all of you have a good day today. Raise your vibration, love and light, okay? Have a good day today, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, do something that you love to do. I love you all so much. Thank you for being with me. I don't even want to leave. Love and light to you guys. I love you, my moderators. See you soon. Namaste.